Hey, Cheddar. Hey there, Kirsten. Hello, Hardlock Studios. Appreciate again the programming. Oh. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's already a new day for you guys over there in the overseas, other side of the country. So with that still being Sunday, today is Monday for you guys. I don't know why I still got the mic hook up. I'm not even using the mic. I just didn't feel like taking off last night. So I'm gonna do that now because I don't need it right now. I mean, plug it back in, but I don't need it like recording wise right now. I don't need it. Alright, cool. I'll place it right over here. Yep, that's a good spot. Alright. Let's try to finish out this video. Yeah. I'll admit though, when I envisioned, I thought like some of the programming wise, because it was almost programmed, but it didn't, because yeah, it almost didn't. I thought it was like his curtains would be closed. Um, but I see your vision of going, so still, it wasn't bad. It was actually really good. I feel proud that you took that opportunity to did that, even though knowing really didn't take long to really do. Just kind of wish the whole script of it was a bit better, but oh well. Let me find the video. Like, oh yeah, we were talking about show tape wise. I was literally about to say like show tape wise. I was like, oh yeah, we're talking about show tape wise. Rockafire has so much, and I said this. I think it was like last night. I was talking about it. I said that like, yeah, Rockafire. I mean, I grew up with like the Make Believe band uh, before and listened to like their styles and show tapes, but um, oh, here it is. But yeah, Rockafire, because um, before the merger, it was last night. Before the merger, but like the show tapes they have were so much better. Um, it wasn't like fully on scripted. It wasn't fully like characters or just like playing off of a script. Because I feel like some Chuck E. Cheese show you can tell when they're like playing off like a script. In some dialogues, like you can easily tell when that scene or that particular part is scripted and they're just playing characters. But with the Rockfire, they're just themselves in the whole like.
Hey, would you guys pop everything for me tonight?
Mm.
Because I'm a mop tomorrow.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Cause that kitchen of mine, the living room, the kitchen, the living room,
Mm,
it's a mess. Get to my office and I'm out tomorrow. Thank you. I'm gonna cook too.
mm.
You found this, Tyrone?
But
Look again in the bedroom.
um, this script rise was just really great. Really love the yeah, that's what I love about them. Is the scripts. You don't need a script for those characters. Raccoon Shorties are fire. Or Fire Stacy Shorties are yeah. I love Sparkles pretty much.
Hit y'all.
Huh?
Catch your bathroom, folks.
Okay. So that's one thing I like better is with the Rock of Fire. It's less scripted, more like improvs here and there, and that's what I love about them. Like you can't beat that. The '83 shows are a really prime example of what the shows we're heading into, and um, again, the show was voice actors. They were okay. They just again, I don't disregard the showbiz voice actors. Like they try to work out that chemistry what creative was doing, but that energy was not like it wasn't fully there. That's why when I listened to like the pre-merger, I keep calling it the pre-merger uh, show tapes um, before the whole incident went downhill. So that's what I like about it. And some of the Chucky show tapes, they did have some charms too. They did have some funny moments, but I just feel like they're not like I don't know. I want to say they felt real, but it's like nothing was real. As with Rockfire, they're just they're literally people in the mic just goofing off and recording a skit and then banter quick into songs. Like that's what I love about the Rockfire skits. It's like again, '83 has some good moments. I think Tarzan is like a really good one actually, a really good prime example because it's just I feel like it's not the characters talking. It's more like the voice actors are just sitting in the booth, randomly hit record, and they're just coming up with this random skit, and then they banter into song like you would not even realize that was a you just listen to a whole entire skit. You just probably listen to them just rambling on about something, and then the song plays, or like buy our records. You can tell like these are like there's no scripts in the record skit. It's literally just them. Like it's literally just them, and I love the echoless sounds, um, the echo sounds that is also in the shows because you can hear like other people laughing in the booth. Uh, it is really great. That's what I love about. That's what I love about the CEI shows. Again, nothing against the showbiz voice actors, the 87s, 86, 87 shows. They had their charms, but they weren't the Rock of Fire. They were not the Rock of Fire in their own way. They were just it was just showbiz wanted to get rid of Aaron and showbiz wanted full control. That's pretty much what it was. Showbiz wanted full control over everything, and Aaron vetoed a lot of ideas. Then once the merger happened, then that's when they finally took sort of full control, but without creative engineering's help whatsoever. And it is unknown how did they felt with the Christmas Live '86 show. Um, which that's another one too. That's another prime example. It's more like again characters are in the booth. Um, characters were in the booth just speaking about anything. you know, again, we will never know what Showbiz reaction was. How did they felt over it? Uh, Corporate said they preferred the Raw over the Chuck E. Cheese show. That's why they wanted the rights to Rockfire. That's true. That's true. They did, but it was more of that controlness, like I said, because like even dating back to, oops, eating, dating back to, they wanted full control over everything with that band, and it really showed like that was gonna be a mess relationship from the beginning once they signed the little contract and stuff. Because again, it dated all the way back to like it started out with the Wolfpack Five. They didn't want Queenie to be a character. They wanted her to be a mouse because again, cheese and you got Mickey Mouse, you got Chuck E. Cheese, and there's like, we don't need a mouse. We need a fox, and they were like, oh no, we need a mouse. And then with the Rockfire, they were talking about, oh, we should have this band name. They should play this music. They should play that music. They were really, they were really trying to take a lot of that control in this, and I'm kind of glad that Aaron took that rights away from them because even though it's sure they did prefer the Rockfire better than Chuck E. Cheese, respectfully so. I'm so glad that Aaron dodged the bullet because Lord knows what would happen if Showbiz did took over and just literally did everything. We would have these continue on with the fake voices that's not even the real characters. Um, then we'll have like these weird production showcase. I don't think they'll last long. Honestly, I don't think they really would last long if that was the case. But at the same time, it's like I'm kind of glad that Aaron dodged a bullet, and just it's sad like where did the Rockfire went after that? Because after that, the Rockfire before the 2000s with the documentary and the Chris Trash, all that stuff, they kind of just fade into society. Like they just fade out of existence, and no one really like knows about them. I mean, yeah, you have your little family entertainment centers, Pencil Piece, Circus, all that other stuff. Um, if Aaron sold the rights to the showbiz, we would never got other places with Rockfire. That is true. That is also true, and that's another thing as well. When they took over, they when it went against the licensing agreement, they went to other places, and it that wasn't the play. Like I said, going back with that, they were kind of in a tough hole. Like the Rockfire was really in a tough hole from there, literally at other places because a lot of places starting to close down. Then they rolled out the show selector. Um, then they had the new Rockafire. Aaron was on the anti gravity freedom machine, so it was kind of like a downhill spiral for like creative engineering as a whole because like yeah it was I wouldn't say a tough time because like it's um it wasn't like a tough time. It was just more of a trying to regain what was really popular, but at the same time, if I'm gonna be like completely honest, I think literally after Showbiz, Constantine Vacation, those characters, then it was already like, yeah, the Rockfire kind of been like, I think that was the official death of the Rockfire from there. I mean, yes, again, you had your other stores like Pistol Pete's, Circus, Funtown, that had Rockafire shows and licensed with Aaron during those times, but it was just already like, hey, you know what? The damage already kind of been done uh, in a way, but that's just me. That's just me. Going back to Cheddar's Con right here. Good thing Aaron didn't use. Good thing Showbiz didn't use the Rockfire. Aaron have been silly to give us creation just for a greedy company. That is true, and that's absolutely true. And again, Aaron has so much passion for them, like the TV shows, the movies, all this other stuff that he visioned the Rockfire, and I mean, obviously he still visions that today because he's still in that position of getting them to where they want to be. But you know, only one man can dream. Yeah, I'm glad Fun Time Mouse didn't get the whoop at five either. Um, that would happen. Oh man, Aaron would be so. I don't know how he'll feel, honestly, uh, about that one. If he would have known, he probably was. Well, he is aware about what happened, but let's say if it was finished in time for that, then seeing what would happen, especially after the incident with the owner. Yeah, I don't think Aaron would be too pleased too, because that was like his one of his first creations, I would say. Uh, so, uh, so there was a document about retrofitting the whole Rockfire show into Hard Luck Bears. Maybe the Zan knows about it because I know there's documents of retrofitting the whole Rockfire show to the Moon Rockers. Maybe Zan knows more about that one. Oh. There is a thing. I think he meant to say there is, I think. But again, I'm kind of glad that they didn't went through, and you know, again, all the stories he had with showbiz and all those tribulations and trials and stuff. It was just they didn't really care much about Aaron. That's another thing too. They didn't care about like, you know, what the Aaron wanted or whatever, because they always see him as like, you know, Bob's little goody two shoes. Um, and they just wanted like full fucking control. Honestly, that's what it was. They wanted full control. That's what it was. And he stated before. He stated before about it. Like with Jill came in and all these other people, they were just trying to get into like Brock's head about about Aaron and stuff, and that's what it was. But Brock, he made a good decision too. They cared from the beginning, and they slowly started caring about Aaron. That's true. They did. They really started caring about Aaron. That is absolutely true. I still remember like they went to the office and they were trying to present the calendar head thing, and all the execs looked at Aaron like, "This is not gonna work out." But Robert was like, "We're gonna make this happen," and lo and behold, he made it happen. Then too, I mean, Aaron kind of did also play a huge part. He did have naming rights for Showbiz. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. But then again, Aaron did play a huge part too, and also the downfall of that relationship as well. Because you also do got to think about it. Most of the money went to like other various projects. Then, not to mention, they were skipping deadlines for like producing new shows, and Showbiz was just like getting sick and tired of Aaron's patheticness of what he was doing. Because I know when they were really hitting good, he was working on the second generations, Duke and Missy. Uh, there was Clunk, but Clunk was a failure. I feel like if Showbiz actually took more time out and actually work with Clunk better, and like that could have easily worked it. Um, it was like along with some other things too that was also going on, like behind the scenes, dramas, mess. Yeah, exactly. And that's like for wearing off, and that's went against the deal. They're not supposed to program their own stuff, but you know, you literally close the store and then bring the programming to the room. That's how you know they were ready to just they were so ready to just take control of everything. You make your no, you get your own show, produce your own music, get your own voice actors, get creative, a chance to redeem themselves, and creative basically screw that opportunity over, and um, and it's like, yeah, you guys ain't programming for another like, you guys ain't programming again. But then you make a live Christmas show again. We don't even know the whole story behind like show's reaction behind that, and then you're like, a year later, all right, you guys can produce your own music, but we still get rights to the programming. So I guess that's also kind of good. Again, it's an interesting, lovely, interesting history to look into. Oops. But speaking of history, though, let's try to finish this up here before we get too distracted tonight. So let's try to finish up this preview here. Left off at the. Oops. We had left off. I'm gonna play this again. But we had left off at COVID-19 and the bankruptcy. So I'm just gonna play it back from that part. Actually, 1 second. Oh no, it's my Roku. Yeah, figured doing this now before other chaos happens tonight. That's actually better. So I'm gonna click back right here. Oh man! Alright, mute this time by. Okay. Can y'all see that perfectly? Yes, y'all can. It's just the TV. Yeah. There we go. That's back. On March 15th, 2020, America began the shutdown in order to prevent the spread of COVID-19. This was the largest economic recession since the Great Depression in the 1930s. Which means a lot of businesses had to shutter down their doors, which of course Chuck E. Cheese themselves had to shutter their doors to survive the pandemic. This really set back a lot of plans for the company, as this year we were supposed to get the brand new Birthday Star Extravaganza, but unfortunately we got it Birthday COVID, which was basically a home-in version of the birthday show, as we were supposed to get new content for the show as well, as one of them was El Rey Garisa and Chucky's middle name, as there were two new silly songs, such as Barbara the Barnyard Barber and Give a Chucky Hug. As during COVID, the channel would start their afternoon fun break, as these various of content would have the characters being appear at their homes due to the lockdown, as some content was just lazy re-uploaded. I want to take a moment real quick. I forgot to mention this. As these various of content would have the characters being appear. Hold on, go back to lazy uploaded. Lockdown, as some content was just lazy re-uploaded, Okay, I want to take a minute real quick. Actually, just want to update you guys. I just got some info what's going on with Chuck E. Cheese's channel and what can we expect to see because I know today they just dropped another video, um, which was a collaboration. So just a heads up, actually. So this is the current schedule for Chuck E. Cheese on their official YouTube channel, so that a lot of people can stop at least getting confused, like why they're doing this or why they're doing that. So anyway, Sunday will be a collaboration. There'll be no uploads on Monday. Tuesday, they're going to release a short. I don't know if it's like a YouTube short or like a short, like those little short puppet skits or whatever. We'll find out Tuesday. Um, Wednesdays will be well, yeah. Wednesdays will be songs re-uploaded. So I am guessing Wednesdays will be a song and a song re-upload. There's no uploads on Thursdays and Fridays. It's basically songs re-upload, and Saturdays it's gonna be a short. So um, so starting today was collaboration. Being no uploads tomorrow. Tuesday and Saturday are gonna be shorts. Wednesdays and Fridays are songs re-uploaded. So that's the current schedule as of right now for the Chuck E. Cheese YouTube channel. I just got informed about this Saturday. Yeah, I got informed about this Saturday. So usually in the mornings, I've seen a lot like in the mornings they post. They used to post at 3, but I want to say like early in the mornings. I don't know what time though. Early in the mornings to be uploading, but like once I open up YouTube, it was like early in the morning. So so I don't know the time, but I'm gonna say like early morning uploads they do now until like I guess until like the new songs for Bootacular kicks off. So uh yeah, that's what's going on. More like 6, I want to say like 6. I want to say, but if I highly guessing on it, 1 second. My bad. That's how to pause real quick so I bring it to y'all attention. Ba, 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 ba. So yeah, um, right. They want to start your day out with Chucky's and Friends. Apparently, that's the best way to start off your day. So yeah, like I said, Sunday's collaboration. No uploads tomorrow. Tuesdays is a short. Wednesdays is songs. That's song re-uploaded. So maybe it's just some re-upload songs on Wednesdays and Fridays. And Saturday is also a short. So I'm bringing to y'all attention. Um, I might post it tomorrow though. As even though the live stream ended in 2020, the afternoon fun break will continue to the start of 2023. However, due to the pandemic, we had only got El Regresa as a programming song, as Checky Will name was pushed back for show 2 of 2021, as it was supposed to be in show 2 of 2020, but due to the lockdown, Barbara the Barnyard Barber was changed from an intermission to a programming song. As for Get a Chucky Hug, was eventually put on the shelves, which is also important to note too that we will also have a Spotify promotion as well, since this was during the time when Chuck E. Cheese and Much Minkley Band music was streaming on Spotify, but due to the COVID pandemic, that never happened, which is also important to note as well that this will be the first time in over 30 years to have no live show.
as the walk-around will be absent in the stores due to safety while various stores reopen from the lockdown. As around show through 2020, with the new live being Chucky Bootastic Dance, the animatronic Chuck will be programmed, as this will be the first time seeing the Studio C being programmed into a live show. As for the Cyberamics in the 3 stages, it's
Well,
really nothing new.
it's now an
As
intermission,
as
actually,
remember
sir.
as during
If
the
you think
PC
about
Engine
it,
era, the Cyberamic Chucks were programming to the birthday show,
pretty much it now
as the
is.
three
So
stages
your
start
wish did
with the
came
Chuck E.
true.
Cheese
Because
birthday
remember, they took
extravaganza,
out the
as they
programming
were
for the
rising
existing
from
stages.
1992 with the burst for birthday star. That year around
But I
1993,
agree with you.
Chuck singles would be removed. However, due to COVID, the animatronic Chucks would be programmed as the last live show that would be programmed would be Chucky's Beach Party Bash in 2021. However, the unfortunate news came around in June of 2020, just 2 months after the world went on
Like literally
lockdown
with
and slowly
Chucky's
opened back
middle
up.
name, they finished
This
it right before the world went on
unexpected
lockdown.
happened.
But I guess they had
Chuck
to
E.
rush the show
Cheese
out.
filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy for a second time in history.
I love that enthusiastic.
Gee, I can't wait to hop on Google to see what's going on in the world today.
Yep.
Hey, this looks interesting.
Okay.
This came as a huge shock to the community, as no one has expected the company to hit bankruptcy for a second time, especially during the pandemic. During this time, the company will use various delivery apps such as DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats, as stores will be open for takeout as well. Plus, as I mentioned, the company will use a ghost kitchen called Pasquale's Kitchen, which yes, it isn't its own restaurant company chain, as it is under CEC Entertainment, as it started around 2020, as CEC created as an alt brand, while the brand was still struggling operating as a strictly carry-out business. The result in bringing selling pizzas, order deliveries such as DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. Now, of course, with the company hitting bankruptcy for the second time, there is a valid reason behind this. On May 3rd, 2012, it was announced that Chuck E. Cheese will be getting a makeover in order to come back at first quarter size and sales, revenues, and profits. Around the same year, the company introduced Rockstar Chuck, as both the community members and the general public weren't happy with the redesign. As from then around 2014, the company was bought by Apollo Global Management, which really went downhill for a spiral. Around October of 2014, CEC Entertainment acquired Peter Piper Pizza, which is another pizza chain restaurant. As right after, a year later in 2015, the show taste started to change. Instead of the usual walkarounds, the company will use the puppets for the songs, and instead of having actual usual dialogues in between songs, the shows will have a one song per skit and go into intermission. As the show were gearing into a bootleg Sesame Street, which kind of explains the budget.
Hey, Pasquale, it's time for our big epic production number, but where's all the scenery?
Well, Chucky, we had a little problem with the budget. We couldn't afford the scenery.
Well, what about the pyrotechnics?
No, not exactly in the budget.
What about the 50-foot animatronic dinosaurs?
Nope, we just couldn't afford it.
Well, what could we afford?
The lights are still on.
Oh, this is terrible. This is a song about the most epic mouse ever known. It's supposed to be, epic. Where did all of our money go?
Yeah, Pasquale. Where did all our money go?
Okay. Maybe the Alaskan ostrich
They gotta see
farm
notice so soon.
wasn't the best investment.
Remind me to put you in charge of next year's budget.
As around late 2016, tokens were being phased out for the Play Pass cards,
Oh my god. Okay, so every time I hear this, right? Every time I hear this line, I always get mad at myself for never editing this part in. Okay, so there was supposed to be a part in the slot where like, and I should have done this, but I'm not re-editing it though. I don't care anymore. There was supposed to be a part where I was supposed to have that little clip of it. Everyone were Chucky, and Chucky said like, "Oh, we don't use tokens anymore." The line with the play passes and stuff. Talking about, do you guys know that we recently used something called a play pass? We don't use tokens anymore. I every time I see this scene, I think about that scene so much, and it's like I want to add that in so bad, but it was just like I was so far to the edit. I was like, it was like, man, come on. I was like, do I really want to? They're not gonna mess everything up in the editor. Then I gotta put everything back in place, or I just gotta delete everything again. So I was like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's not even worth it. So yes, I forgot to add that little scene in. Like the moment it said play pass, I didn't think about the song. I didn't. I didn't think about the song until like every time I hear this line, I always think to myself, why I never put if everyone were Chucky. So yeah, that's a little insight. That was just an insight of a little edit, not a little edit slip up, but it was just like it was the thought wasn't there until like moments after, But I just want to share that.
Currently use it in stores and
Yeah, that was like currently used in stores. I think like after that line, this part was supposed to be cut, and then it goes to the next part. I don't know yet, but I might find a way to slip that little piece in. I might. I don't know yet. But I'm just saying. I might. Just it might mess up some parts of the video, but I might still do that. Look at Rocky's face. Look at Rocky's face. My boy look high up on drugs. Gatay. Look at it. Look at Rocky's face. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just love his thumbnail so much. Look at Rocky's face. My bro is seeing. He was okay. Anyway, sorry. It's look, good stuff. Yeah, exactly. Jasmine looks so more concerned about what's going on. Okay. Anyway, back to the video. But I might slip that in. I don't know yet.
as in late 2020 during the pandemic, tickets would be replaced with e-tickets. As not to mention, with the company
Hey,
pushing
Ethan.
models back
Hey, send me that picture by the way
pretty
in the
much
group chat. That
every
group chat profile picture.
doesn't
Try to
sound
text you that
familiar. Well,
whenever you get a
you
chance.
don't know. This
Thank
was
you.
something that Noah Bushnell was doing during the early days of his
Well, she gotta
IPO.
forget
As he
anyway.
opened various stores left to right, along with other venues he was looking into. It linked the company into a financial struggle once the company hit bankruptcy around 1984. As around the early 90s, the company would be falling a bit. As during this time, the 93 models in Operation Doja played a part in it, as it had increased in sales with the Phase 1 through 3 packages done in the late 90s, as more specifically between the years 95 through 96. From
This is literally part of the chat. I mean, the video where Tyler comes in. It's time I want to type in the chat.
franchises into the luxury models in 1995. As around 1996, they started to see profit, and around 97 through 98 ended up being peak for the company.
Hey, Bird, how much you win this afternoon?
Rather much say.
Me too. Oh, well, good evening, everyone. I certainly hope all of you had a good afternoon, and a profitable one at that.
Hope you make lots of dough.
Of course, as you know, 10% of all of your winnings should be forwarded to Mr. Chuck E. Cheese. You know, at the home office, 44, 41 West Airport Freeway, yada, 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 yada. Yeah, and the moon's made of cheese, too. And I got some oceanfront property I could sell you in Arizona. All right,
What?
well, as we relax, sit back and get ready for our fabulous awards banquet, let's enjoy some caviar. captured moments from this year's General Managers Convention in Las Vegas. Hey, Larry, roll tape.
Chucky, I've looked all over the place back here and I can't seem to find it. Chuck, he's looked all over the place back there and he can't seem to find it.
Thanks, Bird. I think we got it. Larry, what do you mean you can't find the tape?
Yeah, what do you mean you can't find the thing? Chuck, I've been using the metal detector and everything and I just can't find the thing. Even with this metal detector.
Boy, are we kind of down on our luck here or what?
You said it, Chuck.
Yeah, she did mention Arizona.
Not so fast, Bird. I'm the one telling the jokes here, pal. Where was I? Oh yeah, like I always say, when the chips are down, what do? Good question. What do you do?
Nothing.
Larry, you keep looking, I'll stall him. Hey there. How's everybody doing? Great, great. I'm glad to hear that. You may be asking yourself at this point, what's he gonna do now that Larry can't find the flashback tape? Does Chucky prepare for situations such as this one? Well, let me tell you one thing, my friends. He most certainly does. And just for this occasion, I had the folks back at the home office, namely Vic and Mike, come up with a top 10 list for attending the GM convention in Las Vegas this year. And of course, under the pressure of my scrutiny, they could only come up with 5. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado,
I didn't say anything and tried so soon to do it. Yeah, exactly. Oh well. He was stalling.
Number 5. Because you're a general manager.
Yay!
And the number 1 reason for attending the GM convention in Las Vegas this year
Is
because each and every one of you have played a vital role in making 1997 the best year in Chuck E. Cheese's 21-year history.
he means
Give
20th.
yourselves a hand.
20th.
I personally applaud you. Thanks so much.
Which also to say, not to mention as well, that the company almost digged itself into another bigger hole once the Studio C was introduced and almost got themselves killed of remodeling stores left to right of all the pre-existing stages.
But buddy, we already know where that's going with. But
That's a story for another day.
97, not 98. That was 97.
So, you might be curious, what was going on with the remodels? Well, during the time of the pandemic, the remodels was put on hold while corporates trying to get the stores back open up and survive the bankruptcy, while at the same time, the company was going under a restructuring plan, which eventually they were closing
Yeah.
stores and didn't make enough profits, which honestly
That was Jeremy's
sucks
Chuck.
because some stores that closed.
Duncan came back voicing Chuck.
Next story, location.
Patriots 98.
20 to lose a childhood store during this time or any time in general.
But that was like the first year they actually seen the Studio C as well, but
No time to see some old artwork and animatronic shows. Around 2019, it was announced that CEC would be moving all their
nope, he was not Duncan.
in favor of a dance floor nationwide by
Du-
the end
nope.
of 2025. As each location were getting the remodels one by one, which didn't stop various of community members from going dumpster diving, which the company took notice. So, what did they do?
In late 2019, the internet collectively mourned the news that all animatronics would be phased out of Chuck E. Cheese restaurants over the coming years. By this point, the animatronics were barely taken care of in any of the restaurants, leading most shows to devolve into a state of disrepair. And to be completely honest, the decision made sense. Nobody was going out to the restaurants anymore to see the animatronics, the novelty had worn off, so it was just a logical cost-cutting measure to get rid of them. So while nostalgia lovers were sad to see a staple of their childhood go, animatronic collectors, on the other hand,
we're
were
ready to play ball.
500 stores, thousands of animatronics, and they all have to go. Collectors were constantly staking outside their local Chuck E. Cheese's, waiting for the moment to strike where they could save their beloved pizza rat. At this point, characters and cosmetics were just getting thrown in the dumpster out back, so naturally, collectors went dumpster diving. Masks, costumes, full animatronics. You want them? All you gotta do is get a little bit dirty. Now, Chuck E. Cheese corporate saw this and realized they had a huge liability on their hands, and in no way were they ready to let their IP get into the hands of us commoners. Alright, how about we just drive the animatronics out into the middle of a random landfill? Nobody will ever find them there. A photo immediately went viral, and employees of the landfill pawned it off for $6,000. Alright, new plan. Let's just move the animatronics to
God
other
damn,
stores
handling
that
money's
have
crazy.
animatronics so they can use them for parts. Ah, yes, the old dismantle characters for parts and just pray that no one takes them home.
Perfect. No notes.
Alright, new plan. Let's
Imagine bringing your friend to this state
Nobody
to see the
will
Chuck E.
wanna
Cheese
buy
from
a
Dumpster.
spray paint
Right.
covered anima they sold on Facebook Marketplace within 24 hours. Needless to say,
Corporate was pissed.
Nobody would keep their grubby hands off these
Stupid animatronics.
So there was only
But
one
anyway,
way
back to that
to
comment.
destroy every-
Bird was first voiced by Robert Gotcher, and then around 1999 he was voiced by Earl Fisher. Duncan Brandon never voices the bird.
Location in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, closed it down as it used to house a one stage. Right after it,
Boobies.
the whole store went to an induction as the bots and various things were sold off. Now, once the news got word to corporate, they were pissed. You see, when a CEC location closes down, it is corporate policy to destroy everything to make it very unrecognizable, as this is to stop anyone from buying stuff and opening their own
Damn.
CEC,
You're not.
as employees are required to slice up the animatronics cosmetics and walk around costumes, smash and spray paint any artwork that featured Chuck and his friends, and cut all cables on the games, which they have to take various photos.
No, this store having stuff was crazy to think about.
However, franchise locations are allowed to sell the mix without.
So I see that Michael dude is like getting a lot of backlash in his recent video because he's not getting credit to people in description.
Understandable, like
Find out there.
what to say about why the Facebook marketing sales went up and the animatronics were sold off.
It is a crime scene. That in that Canada store was a crime scene, dude.
Time during the bankruptcy. Around this time, various franchise locations would have deductions of either selling off the animatronics and games or regretting the whole entire restaurant, which happened a few times before, and as in some cases, the franchise owners would lose their lease or refuse to renew it, which explains why we have seen various retrofitted surface around the internet, as some has been fan favorites in the community.
Yep, that's a crime scene.
Lost in time. As with shows in Rockfire, on the other hand, some shows were abducted off or even sent back to Fear of Engineering to be sold to various different restaurants due to the follow of creative and showbiz. However, when calcification started in 1990, it was required for employees to make sure every cosmetics and products from the Rockfire was destroyed and never to be used again, which did explain dismantling Billy Bob and put him away for storage for spare parts. Now, keep in mind, this was a totally different time period compared to nowadays, so I wouldn't be surprised if there are countless of stories out there of former workers taking various cosmetics home and telling showbiz that everything is gone and used up, which can be found on eBay online years later.
By 1990, Showbiz Pizza Place had officially severed ties with Creative Engineering, the creators and owners of the Rockafire Explosion IP, and embarked on a process formerly known as concept unification. This process had the sole purpose of turning all Pizza Time theaters and Showbiz Pizza Places into a single restaurant concept called Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza. Now, besides the name change and the corporate restructuring, the biggest change during concept unification had to do with the animatronics. After their falling out with Creative Engineering, Showbiz had lost all rights to the Rockafire Explosion and were very keen on replacing them as soon as possible. So you might be asking, what animatronics did they build to replace the Rockafire Explosion? Here's the thing. They didn't. During concept unification, the once beloved Rockafire Explosion were stripped of all their costumes and cosmetics down to the bare mechanisms and were then retrofitted into everyone's favorite Chuck E. Cheese characters. The entire instructional tape for this process is oddly terrifying. They have this weirdly depressing music playing over the footage of dismantling the characters. Meanwhile, a disembodied voice tells you to destroy
all these puppets are not be used again.
Every single Rockafire Explosion character was replaced with a simple switch of cosmetics. Duke LaRue became Pasquale Pie Plate, Mitzi Mozzarella became Helen Henny, Fats Geronimo became Mr. Munch, Beach Bear became Jasper T. Jowls, and Rolf DeWolf
It
became
wasn't.
the
No,
Big
it was
Cheese
Showbiz
himself. So they
idea.
weren't taking any chances here. Anything that was not to be reused during concept unification
They were just
was to be
figuring some
destroyed.
out.
And that that even included Showbiz Pizza's very own mascot, Billy Bob Broccoli. Billy Bob was the only
Then it went to the
character
promo type,
not
and then it
be
went to what we
repurposed
know
during
today.
concept unification, and as per the manual, was to be stored for disassembly and used for parts. So the plan was to store this animatronic in a back room, hack away at him whenever you need spare parts for your other characters, until nothing was left but the husk of a character. At the Showbiz Pizza restaurants, on the other hand, who said you had to provide any proof that you dismantled Billy Bob? The main goal was to keep using him for parts until he didn't exist anymore. So of course there are countless stories of Showbiz Pizza employees walking off with Billy Bob as soon as he was uninstalled in the 90s. I mean, if the robot isn't there, you just tell Showbiz, hey, we used up all his parts. Another
Right.
character that was supposed to be completely dismantled during concept unification was Earl Schmerl, so thankfully you'll never see any of those floating around on the
I ain't good.
market. And according to the concept unification manuals, all elements of the Rockafire explosion had to be completely destroyed so they couldn't be sold or recovered. This included cutting up all the characters' masks so nobody would ever be able to get their hands on an original Showbiz Pizza mask, destroying the Rockafire explosion sign, if only they didn't manufacture it to be nearly indestructible.
Right.
Cut up all the
There were
character
the crime
balances so
scenes.
they can never be recovered or restored or resold on eBay 30 years later. And of course, cut up all their clothing.
Wow.
What else is there to say? So with all Rockafire explosion items successfully
Right.
erased from the earth, all that was left was Chuck E. Cheese.
I love how he did
and
that
Make
part.
Believe Band.
But not for long.
With Chuck E. Cheese, on the other hand, after this
Oh god.
incident,
Oh god, look at their body much.
fire for
Rock
employees
the
not
watch.
only
Rock the
destroy
watch.
all
Rock
the
the
animatronics and artwork
watch.
to send to corporate, but to of course lie to the customers. This way, fans could believe the employees that the robots were getting trashed, or in some cases, getting sent back to SPT Distribution Center for parts, which is absolutely true.
That's right, corporate just sent out a new memo. You needed to destroy every single element of the animatronic character. Take a sledgehammer to them, spray paint them, and then send all the parts back to corporate so they can properly dispose of them. They couldn't even count on their own employees to take the proper measures to keep these animatronics off the private market, so they took it into their own hands to ensure that no trace of these animatronics are ever
Recover.
But I'm gonna explain more of that into details later on the video. But for now, let's get back to the plot of the bankruptcy and the remodels moving forward.
See, so far my favorite part is the 2017 remodel and this part. These are my two favorite parts so far in the video. I just love editing and recording it. And the script writing, which is great.
Was slowly opening back up as the pandemic was still going on, as this was the same year that the current CEO, David McKillis, would have stepped in and helped the community.
The guy that loves Most Perfect Day.
However, around next year, the remodels would make a return and continue on for the restaurants. However, before we talk about the modern day video wall, let's discuss about an interesting promo type that happened a year prior. Around August of 2019, just
Look at Hello sleeping on the damn job.
company
That's a damn
hit
shame.
bankruptcy. The Chuck E. Cheese location in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on Roosevelt Boulevard, would have suffered it through a flood damage. As a result, the two stages that used to be housed at this exact location would be completed as it would get the remodel. So instead of getting the usual 2019 dance floor remodel, like some locations previously would have, this location became the first to do something unique.
Get off the
That
stage!
is, the store will receive a large TV screen with a green Worthington monitor and similar to the Circus of Light TV monitors, although without the circle lights, and a 2019 dance floor. This was done due to the low ceiling height. Now, this might come to many shocking surprise, but this was the first location to receive a video wall, and this is considered as the prototype video wall. Like I said, this location became very unique, as I like the idea of the CWO monitor and a dance floor combined together, as this will be something we will see later on. However, around the summer of 2020, during the company's darkest time period, the current CEO, David McKillis, would have visited the store and see the video screen, which gave him the perfect inspiration for the future of the restaurants. So, remember how I discussed about the 1987 video wall surprises? So, I hope you kept that in mind, because after 34 years later, after the original idea and predecessor, the video wall would debate for the future of the stores nationwide.
So if you've been following Chuck E. Cheese's, they announced they were getting rid of the animatronics a few years back in favor of a dance floor. Well, even they can mess that up because the animatronics are being replaced with a TV. No, not a dance floor. Not
A
a
light show. A TV.
First of all, how do you mess up a remodel that's already bad? And why replace animatronics with a TV? Like, I can't even process this.
Around March of 2021, the finalized version of the video wall will make its debut at the Chuck E. Cheese store in Manassas, Virginia. This store would originally open up around March 23, 2000 as a store housed in CUC Alpha. Though not much is known about the store, the stage will be removed for this new version of the dance floor around 2021. Not unlike the previous remodel style that I had previously mentioned in the video, which the previous TVs would be on the ceiling, this newer version of the remodel will receive a large jumbotron into the wall where the character's bios would be seen, as the dance floor would be mounted to the floor without the original borders. Though not to cause any confusion, I know there's some people thinking that the Brandon, Florida location was the first to receive the 2021 remodel, which is false. Brandon's installation date was April 9, 2021, just a month after Manassas around March 2021. I can see why people thought Brandon was the first because of the store re-grand opening on June 3rd, 2021, as it is also probably confusing to some people because this was the same exact year we will see the return of the walkarounds in stores after COVID and the start of the Summer Fun concert tour. However, to note with Brandon, what made it so unique was that this will be the first store to have the return of the countdown above the dance floor in reminiscence to the 2015 dance floor, just 6 years apart, and unique artwork mural since it's a flagship store. As during the 2021 remodel, corporate will have 14 out of its 15 flagship stores receiving a special mirroring containing the town and its name a part of the remodel. Although both the Grand Prairie, Texas and Humboldt, Texas aren't considered as flagship stores by corporate, they receive murals containing Chucky and the band for unknown reason during the flagship mural installation, which was assumed to be the mural used in non-flagship stores. Continue on with Brandon. Due to the size, multiple pieces of artwork have to be made to accommodate for his size, as this will be the only 2.0 location to not only feature a countdown, but this location will have 2 video walls and a unique area called Helen's Hangout, which is a former spot where the cabaret acts used to be at. Now, despite the limited location having a unique mural and the new items inside the stores, the only change that this model would have, they would not receive an open kitchen. Instead, they will have a pickup window added for guests to receive their food. Overall, the 2021 remodels is definitely self-improvement from all the different remodels I have previously mentioned. For instance, I really like the idea of the large jumbotron, as it gives off that movie theater vibe, as it's pretty much self-explanatory to the actual CEC.
There is no two-parters. It's a full video.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Here, what I explained it. The 1987 Video Wall Surprises was the original parent to the Awesome Adventure Machine, which happened 9 years later. Fast forward a year later, the Awesome Adventure Machine gave birth to the CUC, which the CUC gave birth to the CUC Buffet just 4 years later. As fast forward again, this time 10 years later, the Buffet concept gave birth to the COL. As from then on, 2 years later, the COL gave birth to the COL/Dance Floor Prototype. As 5 years later, the Prototype concept gave birth to the Video Wall Prototype. And as of 2 years later, and after 34 years from the original concept and predecessor, we will see and witness the birth of the Video Wall nationwide.
What the fuck?
Now, of course, this is your typical CEC fan fiction, so don't take this all serious. As I want to give huge thanks to my good friend Cheddar Chucky for coming up with this fan fiction and allowing me to use this in the video. But let's get back on track. Now with the 2021 video wall, this was the newest direction for Chuck E. Cheese's location nationwide, as according to the company themselves, By the end of 2025, every location will have the 2.0 remodels. As they also claim as well, they have stated that they see the dance floors being around for the next 5 to 10 years, which honestly, seeing the direction they're going right now, they are definitely not wrong.
Let's say, did someone say that the dance floor is their favorite stage? I mean, we're gonna cross over that, but if they dance floor your favorite stage, something's wrong with you. Like, really?
Why would they pick the dance floor? Nobody's that stupid.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know.
Yeah, but we gotta get our viewers better credit because they're not
No,
gonna.
I'm just saying. I'm saying we're just gonna ignore that part of the segment. I just want to put that in there. But I'm not gonna go too much on it. Anyway, let's continue on.
Now, with this being the new direction for the company, I have mentioned that every location would have gone to 2.0 remodel. So, of course, that not only means that our beloved animatronics would be replaced with a jumbotron in the dance floor, but other versions of the dance floors as well, specifically from 2015 to 2019. Just a recap, around May of 2015, just 10 years ago, we would be introduced to the first iteration of Chucky Live Stage, as this was the main stage entertainment for the walkarounds. However, around September 8, 2024, the 2015 dance floors would be extinct. As from 2021 to 2024, these locations were Birmingham in 2021, Plano in 2022, Walpole, Fort Worth, Jacksonville, Washington, and Bronx in 2023. As the last location to receive the 2021 remodel would be in Arlington Heights around 2024. Now, as I'm currently typing and making this video, both the 2017 and 2019 dance floors aren't fully in sync with stores. Some are being still used in stores nowadays. Now, despite the previous dance floors being distinct, there's one interesting thing I really adore from the dance floors, and that mixing the combination of the Circus of Life stage. Now, of course, when the Circus of Life debuted in 2012, it was CC planned for the 5th iteration of the main stage attraction, which of course
Right.
was the COC. A major priority was to involve the technology to allow more advanced programming and control. As with their system, they will use a Lego system, the same system the dance floor previously ran on before switching to Navori. Even though the prototype COL dance floor and the visual prototype is an element of both combinations, we would see as well a good prime example around October 2018 at the Chuck E. Cheese location in Kapolei, Hawaii will open. Kapolei would have started construction between 2015 and 2016. As when they opened up, they will have an interesting stage with a COL consisting of 6 moving by and the 2017 dance floor. This will be considered as a prime example of both combining a COL and a dance floor together, as this would be the only COL to feature an animatronic and a dance floor together. This will play into future locations with Circus Life Stage. As another example would be San Jose, California on Tully Road. Around December 2018, Tully Road will start their 2.0 remodel and will be completed in 2019. This will be the last location in the United States to receive a Circus Lights, as it will also receive the 2021 dance floor around the exact same year. From then on, future Circus Lights locations would receive the dance floor as they're keeping their Circus
Right.
Lights stage instead of replacing it to
In the
make new
US.
lots. As it's very notable to note that
Oh, yeah.
for no locations, some locations would have or receive, at least kept, a 2019 dance floor due to some forward structuring plans. As from around 2023 and onward, the remodeling packages would be cheaper and faster alternate to a full remodel. These remodels are done by a company themselves, instead of other companies such as Park Creek Productions, who have recently done the remodels, as using another company is more expensive and is a slower process. So, these remodels, as some would call it a refresh, they wouldn't receive new booth, light changes, a retro remodel, or tiles behind the menu board. Depending on the store, no new floor tiles by the counter are added, unless they are older tiles that need changing.
The popular kid birthday destination, Chuck E. Cheese. You know them, right? Well, people are like, oh, yeah. Chuck E. Cheese has announced that they are getting rid of their famous animatronic band. Yes. Well, we've discussed many world world topics tonight so far. This is the one that has you most outraged. That says so much about us right now. And I'm with you, I'm not judging. We've talked about Afghanistan and rallies and protesting feats. Now people are like, oh, Chuck E. Cheese. No! What the hell, man? True, though. The Chuck E. Cheeses are getting rid of all of their animatronic bands. All of them. And it is really sad. I mean, you can see how the decision has affected morale around the Chuck E. Cheese restaurants. Check it out.
Hey kids, maybe you heard. We've been downsized. But it's been a great 40 years, so no hard feelings.
Yeah, I can do this. I do my bag.
But who needs dignity? Now here's an old song with some brand new changes. Let's party! Chuck E. Cheese can't be a big fan of this.
Yeah.
Because our corn stores and pizza will make us sad.
Yeah.
We're basically slaves, we feel no happiness.
I'm on 3 antidepressants.
Jesus.
Kids go home, the busboys have sex with us.
Oh.
Guess what? I took the biggest shit in the ball pit.
Alright, so now that we looked it over the past history of the 2.0 remodel, it's time to discuss another subject that evolved around the company, which I've discussed numerous times before, and that's the Chuck E. Cheese legacy stores. For context, the legacy location on
Why do I keep using Out of This World? like, I think it's my favorite video of all time that I just love. Like, every time you guys watch this video, you're gonna see Out of This World for some odd reason. And Cosification. Like, I think those are like the only two overused clips I can always use in the video. Why? I don't know, I just love it.
From the destruction of animatronic shows in Chuck E. Cheese restaurants.
Don't you just love it?
Were considered as hybrid locations, more than the nostalgia of animatronics with modern elements of the modern Jupiter. Around 2023, New York, California.
Big back up. Yeah, that. Yep.
That was confirmed in
Just love the Out of This World pre-stage footage in the. Yeah, I don't know why, man. I don't know why. Like, if it's, I don't know, if it's useful, I'll use it.
four more locations.
Maybe I'll just edit.
Locations are New York,
Sorry. I don't know. Maybe I just edit like random stuff. I just look for like, oh, this be some good footage. I'm just yapping about anything. It's like I'm gonna use this. So I don't know. I just love it for some reason, and it works well in the video. Like I don't know why. It just works well in the video. I don't know why. I feel like if I'm having this yap moment, and it's like I don't know any other clips I can use, I run to those clips. Oh, look at my boy Rocky. You can look at Rocky, da 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 Rocky. Okay, I'm sorry. I just, you know. Yeah, I just love that thumbnail so much. I just love that thumbnail, like Rocky's eyes. It's like he just smoked something good, honestly. Okay, back to the video.
New York, which housed the Amos cities, Springfield, Illinois, which housed
Got the TJ footage up in here tonight.
which never location of Springfield, Illinois. Is that like a piece of fields of grass? What is that? And what is the CU1 stage? Never heard that before. In Pineville, North Carolina, which housed the 8 Page Now, I have made several videos on the legacy store topics. If you want to check it out, the link is linked in the description. However, while we're on the topic, it's time to discuss some various updates regarding the legacy stores.
Look at that shot of Jasper. This is so beautiful.
Around September 2024, Norfolk awarded the SWE project to convert 3 state singles to direct singles, which is the exact same configuration as the CBC stage roteller. To basically explain what that is, this was a special software created by Dave Phillipson in 1997. This was used to translate programming from the previous stage to the cybernetic stage. This was to reduce unneeded programming of characters across both stages and began use in August 1997.
Damn, last time Cobra used that stage.
This Juice has a software could be described as translating the programming information from the free stage bit charts to the Cybernetic conclusions. During these times, Demcore ATV took a visit to the urban Texas store to test out the Cybernetic showcase, for officially shipping out to the stores nationwide. When the store got remodeled in 2019, the one stage was
Yeah.
removed and the animatronics were used for parts in stores in Baton Rouge, Texas, at this location.
The Mass, Munch and Jasper Mass went to Laurel right before their remodel years ago.
All legacy stores were told to disable the rental units in the settings as a reason to prevent maintenance. This new e-project now disabled that directly from startup, though it can still be manually on. Around March 11, 2025, Pope, Pinesville, and Springfield would have received a similar e-prod chip that also had an auto disable random movements. As with the new board system, it does now have a single playlist for both type of legacy stores, which also forces the Cybernetic stages to discontinue the CC-state diagnostics after 33 years, as they currently use the 3-state diagnostics, which can be unhelped with the merger of unused or reformatted movements. As of April 2025, the remaining Cybernetic stores that had
Hey, footage again.
or closed was slowly converting to the 3-stage e-prods and will switch over, starting playing legacy store showcase, with the exception of Huntington Beach, California, and Pearl City, Hawaii, as they'll be the only 2 stores to use regular programming. Now, as of typing, making, and hopefully by the release of this video, these locations are permanently closed. May they rest in cheese, or is it pepperoni going back with the legacy locations? As with
Well,
every time,
Pearl City's
the
closed.
legacy
Huntington Beach is still
locations
living.
added 3 extra live shows, which would be Chuck E. Cheese Dance, Chuck E's Happy Dance, and Chuck E. Cha Cha, before it was taken out of the system. Now, with those updates out of the way, as stated before, after these 5, there's going to be no more legacy stores. However, knowing CC themselves, they went back on the words again. As was confirmed around February 9, 2025, it was shared that the 6th and final legacy location will be at the Mississauga, Canada location at this House of the World Road stage. Now, for those who know what that stage is, let me explain. Around 1990, after the creation of
Yes, the Road Station
stage, and this was during the CU era, Showbiz Peacetime Inc. wanted a cybernetic setup for the much-awaited band to create synergy and unity between the various Chuck E. Cheese shows after being produced, which were The Rocker and C Stage, based around the rapidly changing.
Hey man, don't you hate on my demo footage?
The Road Stage was created, designed by the director of entertainment at the time, Joel Kamen. The
This is
premise
lovely.
of the Road Stage wasn't too far off from the idea of the 3-stage.
That was actually appropriate why I was
The
in there
Road
though.
Stage was first debated at the Jonesboro, Georgia location on November 20th, 1990, as it was followed by 2 more locations, Springville, Pennsylvania on December 4th, 1990, and then the West Palm Beach, Florida on December 19th, 1990. These 3 locations would originally have a promo-type road stage. Chuck E. is positioned on top, a black with a white surface. The star was directly from a 3-stage setup as a custom-designed neon sign accompanied Chuck E. and was installed within the setup building situated between him and Helen. Behind Mr. Munch will be a large jukebox-style television displaying the video feed from above, something similar to as what the one stage would have during its debate. Helen and Jasper were placed on building-like structures, and no city street backdrops are present behind them. The scroll featuring an abstract design that features text, quote-unquote, Pasquale, as Mr. Munch was placed on an organ, while Pasquale is seen on the dresser set. The early version of the stage selected both a balance and a wink, and included a road element encircling the stage area, as the stage will have two-leg post props on both sides of the stages. However, around December 1950, the Topeka, Kansas location will open with a one stage, being the first to receive a more finalized design, but keeping the road from the prototype, which some stores afterward would leave out. Few things to know. While not originally part of the road stage, much in Pasquale's would retain their art figure from their pre-Sun theater era, a majority of the initial installation. However, when the two stage installed in 1992, much of Pasquale would get a new
Road stage Helen mask is ugly.
Tech when so they can play the organ and drum respectively. This would be the final stage to have body turns along with the head turns be standard as since the creation of the 1 and 2 stages. Plus, even though the curtains were not originally part of the stage design, but many were installed from 1991 through 1992, which would make the road stage first ever in the stage have curtains.
Right.
Just like the 3 stages.
And walk arounds, yeah.
Aside side curtains, it will use Australian lit curtains as this will be the last half.
Look at that ugly mask.
And the last stage with Joshua Banjo. Throughout the following years, the road stage would have fallen into victim and replaced by the 2 stage, 1 stage, the serious seats, and the dance floors. As the road stage is a common less known stage in its history, as that many free road stages were installed in millions of states. But as mentioned, the Minnesota, Canada would be in the last road stage, or at least that's what we thought. What do I mean by this? Well, it's time to explain the full story behind it, and warning, it's going to be a very huge tangent, so be prepared for this very long part of the video.
Alright, well, that's pretty much it, what I have so far. Like I said, it's not going to be a 2-part episode series, it's going to be one full video. I just had to save it because my laptop is like, it's acting up bad, so I gotta be careful too. Cousins last and they were still trying to find their footing with the looks of the USB band. That's true. Yes, that is it. That is it so far. I just gotta, you know, type up the road stage situation, go back to that date, and then, you know, go with that storyline again. I don't know how much I'm gonna put in that one, but it's gonna be a long tangent. So that's pretty much it, guys. Look at that. We ain't had no chaos, no confusions, nothing like that today so far. We got scammed with the Canada roast. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna put a lot of my 2 cents into that entire like part of the video. So yeah. So now that fun part is over with. How about we watch another video? And if I can find it, which I don't think it was on here. Let me say. No, it's not. Okay. Oh yeah, you already know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. Time to talk about our favorite brat. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I came across this through my recognitions, and I'm trying to find the title right now. Because it occurs to me that the more I really think about the Daniel Tiger thing, the more I sit here back and think, why not watch it on the stream? So it was, here it is, this dropped 9 hours ago. Daniel Tiger is racist.
Have you ever noticed how Daniel Tiger...
But he's racist, so, and he's, and,
Have you ever noticed how Daniel Tiger is always starting beat?
But, let me put it back up. Like, again, come on. What did my girl Miss Selena did to you, bro? So, ladies and gentlemen, you already know. I find this on TikTok and it's so interesting. I just love these videos, and hopefully, you know, they do take some type of action. I know a lot of people aren't talking about, I mean, I see a lot of people talking about the recent episode, the one with the Daniel Tiger crossover, which is right here with the Donkey Hooey, Donkey, whatever. episode and stuff. I know a lot of people are shedding like good lights into it. I haven't watched it because it's not really my cup of tea of watching the show, and I never really watched the show before. I know a lot of various performers, Muppet performers are in that show. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I won't. I don't. Again, it's not really my cup of tea of watching it. I mean, I see a lot of people say it was good, really good. But look, that's not the point. Nothing will change. Nothing will change the fact that we over here seeing Daniel Tiger doing more dangerous stuff. So I am highly convinced saying that this was an idea of putting this lovable character, a character that is a racist, friend to beat up his little sister, and all this other stuff until, you know. But hey, look, Daniel Tiger as a puppet was pretty cool. Was on my 2025 bingo card. But guess what? It was, and that was pretty cool. So props to the team. Props to the team for doing what they did, and yes, it is too bad that he can't do it in his own show. So, how about we just jump right in and realize that my boy Daniel Tiger is racist against Miss Elena? Because, again, what did Miss Elena did to you, bro? What did she did to you? That's just, again, that's just horrible. I feel like everybody's against Miss Elena. Is it because she's black? Is that the case? Is it because Miss Elena's black? I mean, I get it. She's one of the only black kids in the series, but let's keep it real here. Crazy. Okay, let's do this. After this Sonic ad.
We double deal dare you to try Sonic's new Pickle Rita slush.
Yeah, it's just for Miss Elena. That ain't a question. That's a statement.
No way.
Have you ever noticed how Daniel Tiger is always starting beef with his one black friend?
Alright, that's a nice way to start out the video. That's a nice way to start with the video. So, you know, I don't find that offensive.
Have you ever noticed how Daniel Tiger is always starting beef with his one black friend?
If you don't move, raise war!
Hey everyone, first of all, apologies for the delay on the Elmo and Grouchland review. It's
Wait,
currently
what?
under review for some dumb copyright crap, so I'm hoping I can clear that up and get it out to you by next week. In the meantime, I figured I'd make a follow-up to my last Daniel Tiger video, since everyone in the cartoon community is still riding high on the Daniel hate train, and
Wait, I'm sorry. What
looking through
follow-up video? I'm sorry. What follow-up video are we talking about here? What we're looking at? What follow-up video? What the heck is... Okay, anyway. Oh, yeah. 7 days ago. Okay, anyway.
The episodes that people consider the worst of the worst, I noticed a rather disturbing pattern. The two people who get the brunt of Daniel's wrath are Daniel's baby sister Margaret and his schoolmate Miss Elena. Now, while Daniel is definitely a jerk to his other friends, time and again, he consistently singles out Miss Elena anytime he's looking to start some crap.
For
which
real?
is rather odd, if not downright malicious. So today, I'm going to take a look at the racist episodes of Daniel Tiger.
Thank
Also,
you.
I know I'm not the first person to talk about these episodes. There was a great video put out a couple weeks ago by Kamali Ali. Kamali Ali? I'm too white to be trying to pronounce this. He did a
Okay.
really great deep dive on the show, so you should definitely go check out his channel. So let's start things off with the episode where Daniel almost started a race war over an egg salad sandwich. Let's not waste any more time and delve right in.
Why did you
This
ban
was
these
brought to you by
episodes?
viewers like you. Thank you. Make sure to turn on notifications and help get this video to 5,000 likes. It's lunchtime at Daniel Tiger's school. Daniel's dad packed his lunch, along with a note that
Awesome.
shows how
Do I-
Daniel always has egg on his face. Turns out Daniel's dad packed him an
Right.
egg salad sandwich, or as his dad likes to call it, excellent egg salad. I didn't realize Mr. Tiger was a regular show fan.
Your choice is excellent.
Daniel says he's so excited to eat the sandwich.
Bro.
The episode has one yolk it's gonna fry into the ground. Everyone gathers up for lunch, and Prince Wednesday takes his sweet-ass time giving everyone their lunchbox.
The ballet lunchbox is for...
Come on, Wednesday, we don't have all day. The episode's only 4 minutes long.
Jesus.
Daniel opens his lunchbox, where we see the most revolting sandwich ever put on screen since the Nasty Patty. Looks like Daniel
Remember that
Tiger's dad
episode?
forgot to include an ice pack in his son's lunchbox, which means he's had a room temperature egg salad sandwich stewing in his lunchbox all morning. Gross. The
Ew.
stale sandwich stench is so strong that Miss Elena nearly loses her lunch. Miss Elena says she doesn't like egg salad, and Daniel's stinky sandwich isn't making things any better. The overly sensitive feline acts like his best friend just spat in his face, and wastes no time making himself look like the victim.
How would you feel if your friend said that they didn't like your lunch?
Why would you care? It's your lunch. It's not like they're the one who's going to be eating it.
No, hold on a
Somebody
second.
hurt his feelings.
Can we just acknowledge the fact that the
How would
end?
you feel
Oh,
if
not
you-
this scene. Not this scene.
At a room temperature egg salad sandwich stewing in his lunchbox all morning. Gross. The stale sandwich stench is so strong that
Can we just acknowledge
Dad
the
forgot to
fact?
include an ice pack in his son's lunchbox, which means
Hold
he's
up,
had a
I gotta
room
pause at the
temperature
right
egg salad
moment.
sandwich stewing in his lunchbox all morning. Gross. The stale sandwich stench is so strong.
Like, can we acknowledge that? Oh, damn, that's a horrible pause right there. But can we acknowledge the fact that the animators did a great job when Miss Elena just her eyes literally looked at the screen, not like this, but when her eyes looked at the screen on shock, that was great. That was absolutely great. Love it.
Miss
Anyway.
Elena loses her lunch. Miss Elena says she doesn't like egg salad, and Daniel's stinky sandwich isn't making things any better. The overly sensitive feline acts like his best friend just spat in his face and wastes no time making himself look like the victim.
How would you feel if your friend said that they didn't like your lunch?
Why would you care? It's more
It is,
it's
bro.
not like they're the one who's going to be eating it. Daniel tells Miss Elena she hurt his feelings. Miss Elena tells him to get over himself and warns him not to eat the sandwich unless he wants to get food poisoning. It turns out Daniel
Wait, what?
is a big fat rat as he tattles on Miss Elena to their teacher. He claims Miss Elena is being mean, even though all she did was make an honest, non-malicious comment about Daniel's nasty-ass lunch. Instead of ignoring Daniel's needy little outburst, the teacher tells Miss Elena to consider things from Daniel's perspective.
How
No.
do you think you might feel if Daniel said he didn't like your yogurt?
Again, why would you care? Just
Why they just don't ban this episode? I'm gonna pause this one more time on this girl's face. I swear, I love it.
How do you think you might feel if Daniel said he didn't like your yogurt?
Again, why would you care? Just eat your own lunch and mind.
You know what? We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that pause right there. Oh Jesus, that face though. No, but seriously, why they don't ban this episode? Like this episode getting a lot of backlash, literally getting a lot of backlash online, and parents are speaking up about it, and other people speaking up about it. Why can't PBS ban this episode off their streaming networks for reruns? It don't take long for you to realize the problem. Honestly. It don't. Ban it for life. Or just pull the show off the network, whichever one happens first. But, you know, PBS is going to wait until it really gets an outrage. They're going to pull a Caillou years later. Like, come on. Oh, brother. It doesn't take long, PBS, to make what's right. I mean, I get it. You guys are doing defunct right now, but still, it doesn't take long to realize where's the problem is, and honestly, this is the problem. So all these episodes should be pulled off, banned from the network, but instead, you're going to pull a Caillou, and you're going to let parents have more reaction off of it than their little petitions and other stuff, and change.org. Don't take long to make the mistake. I'm just saying, even though you're over here, yes, say PBS, make sure PBS is alive and well, but still, take this episode off the network. And just saying, two wrongs don't make it right.
Your own damn business. Miss Elena apologizes for hurting Daniel's feelings.
For no
They
reason.
agree that both their lunches are separate but equal. The episode ends right before Daniel takes the first bite of the sandwich. As I imagine the rest of the episode would have been about Daniel hugging the toilet with his knees. Let's review. Daniel Tiger brought the worst smelling lunch to school and immediately got offended when his friend pointed out that it had clearly gone bad. He acted like a butthurt little buffoon and snitched on
As
Miss
usual.
Elena to their teacher. And even after he got an unearned apology, he never actually took a bite of the sandwich in question. But that's still not as bad as the time Daniel tried to attack Miss Elena because he couldn't sit next to his crush.
Thank you, crush. That's pretty much, man. That's his crush. I don't care what anyone says. That is his crush. The man was sipping over Chrissy. And it's sad. It's really sad.
Daniel is playing restaurant with Chrissy. Unearned apology. He never actually took a bite of the sandwich in question, but that's still not as bad as the time Daniel tried to attack Miss Elena because he couldn't sit next to his crush. Daniel is playing restaurant.
Y'all. Tell me I'm not seeing things. I know what the animators were doing in this scene. Look at how my man Daniel is looking at Chrissy because she's right behind him. My man is getting all frustrated, butterflies in his stomach. He is ready to simp over Chrissy. And Chrissy don't even want him like that. Or maybe she does. I don't know. I mean, it's a kid show, so I'm not really gonna say. Actually, you know, I ain't gonna say nothing like that. But anyway, it's a kid show. Okay, chill out. But seriously though, look at how Daniel is looking at Chrissy like that. My man is getting too excited
too excited that she went ahead right behind him from the shoulder and the smile and everything. I mean, oh my god, this is a kids show. Why are they doing this? We having some moments in a kids show with this exactly. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? It is 2025. Not every kids show deserves a moment like this. This is crazy. How do you teach the young ones about this? How does little Timmy process this scene? PBS, what are you doing? Ban this episode 2. Actually pull Daniel Tiger off the network. You are doing the most. Whoever thought about this scene to be animated, I hope you guys I hope you guys learn a lesson or two, because this is foreshadowing a lot of stuff here. This is a ugh. Jesus, bro. Jesus. Jeez. It's just come on, Daniel. Come on. I mean, y'all not really. I mean, you know what? It's a kid show. Let me stop, bro. It's a kid show. It's a kid show. That's all I'm saying. It's a kid show.
From with Chrissy, and Miss Elena has been delegated to the role of server. 20 seconds in, and we're already off to a bad start.
There we go.
Daniel also decides to be a waiter, while Chrissy pretends to be Queen Sillawilla.
The silliest queen in all the land.
Oh, so she's that kind of girl. Miss Elena is about to bring Chrissy her pretend lunch when Daniel insists that he should bring it to her. He tries to steal the serving tray from Miss Elena, but stops once he realizes he can be the chef instead. Though I wouldn't eat anything made by a chef who doesn't wear pants. Daniel makes Chrissy some purple
You know
polka
what?
dot panties.
You know what? I'm so glad he said that, because I could have said something else about him not wearing pants in that one scene, but I had to save myself, because you know why? This is a kid show. That's all I'm saying. This is a kid show. And what type of pancake is that? Is that rocks with Play-Doh, Mako, Dado? Like, what is that? That's disgusting. I guess it's a kid show, but still, that's what the heck is that? Expect me to eat something like that? That's crazy. Look how excited he is and stuff. I'm about to get that food at Christie. You know what? You know, let me stop. Oh, brother.
Cakes. He tries to bring the food to her until Miss Elena reminds him that's not his job. Daniel freaks out at
tell Miss
for
Elena.
doing what a waiter is supposed to do, and yells at her for not letting him take Chrissy's order or bring her the pancakes, because that's her job, jackass.
You're not letting me do anything.
What are you talking about? You're the one who made the damn pancakes. He then threatens her with his weak-ass baby growl.
Grr.
A very weak threat, but still a threat.
My bro is flexing. That's a nice good shot. My bro is flexing over his oh my god. And Lord help me.
Nonetheless, thankfully, Daniel's teacher intervenes before he has the chance to call Miss Elena something you can't say on PBS. The teacher tells the kids to gather up for circle time, and Daniel says he wants to sit next to Chrissy.
Because he's a simp. He is a simp. What else?
The flirtatious feline tries to make...
Okay, let's keep this
Before he has
100
the chance
again.
to call Miss Elena something you can't say on PBS. The teacher tells the kids to gather up for circle time, and Daniel says he wants to sit next to Chrissy. The flirtatious...
Keep it real. She was not waving. Chrissy was not waving at Daniel. She was waving at Miss Elena. I just want everybody to know that right now. When Daniel's looking at us saying, "There's a seat next to Chrissy, let's go," she's not waving at Daniel. She is waving at Miss Elena. But God, he's such a simp. Like, it's pathetic. Anyway.
Feline tries to make a pass at Chrissy and ends up losing his spot to Miss Elena.
But what?
Daniel
Let's break this thing down again.
Yes, the teacher tells the kids to gather up for circle time, and Daniel says he wants to sit next to Chrissy. The flirtatious feline tries to make a pass at Chrissy.
So, literally, think about it. Who is she looking at? She's not looking at... That's horrible shot. But she's not looking at Daniel. She's not paying attention to Daniel. She's paying attention to Miss Elena.
Chrissy, and ends up...
And next thing you know, Miss Elena got her seat and everything. And that's what Daniel does.
Losing his spot to Miss Elena.
Bro does not even care. And bro did not care about Miss Elena right there. He was so interested in Chrissy. And Chrissy's looking so confused, like, what the heck is going on?
Daniel nearly squishes his friend under his big fat ass, and then yells at her for stealing his spot.
I want to sit next to Chrissy.
Mother...
We got a man jump scare over here.
This feline tries to make a pass at Chrissy and ends up losing his spot to Miss Elena. Daniel nearly squishes his friend under his big fat ass and then yells at her for stealing his spot.
I want to sit next to Chrissy.
Mother... fucker, I didn't hear you call dibs. Instead of moving the
Anyway.
spot to Miss Elena, Daniel nearly squishes his friend under his big fat ass and then yells at her for stealing his spot.
I want to sit next to Chrissy.
Motherfucker, I didn't hear you call dibs. Instead of moving...
So literally, Daniel's trying to push her out like the jackass he is, pretty much. And it's like, bro, getting mad over a spot is so stupid, bro. Like, so stupid. Look, Miss Elena's like, bro, it's not even serious. And Chrissy's looking so concerned. Chrissy didn't know what to do. Lord, my bro is sipping for a chick. No wonder none of the chicks wanted you, bro. Not the kitty cat. I mean, the kitty cat would actually be a good fit for you, obviously, because y'all both animals. But still, it's ridiculous.
This free chair to the open spot next to Chrissy, Daniel tries to push Miss Elena out of her seat.
Miss Elena, move! Stop!
Bro, Chrissy don't even know what to do at this point. Chrissy could easily interfere and, like, stop this mess. But no, look at Chrissy. Chrissy's like, oh my god, it's happening. Like, I can't do this anymore, yo. I can't do this anymore.
Pushing me!
Daniel fails to move Miss Elena from her chair. As it turns out, he's all bark and no bite. Come to think of it, he doesn't have much of a bark either.
Oh.
Miss Elena tells Daniel to get lost, and that's when his cranky cub goes feral.
Yeah.
If you don't move...
You know,
what?
As bad as this scene is, part of me wishes they actually showed him ramming into Miss Elena. Not because I want to see him start a race war, but because we all know he's so weak that he'd probably just fall flat on his ass. The teacher stops Daniel
No,
from committing
seriously. What was the whole point of this scene? Like, I want to see that ending conclusion just because I want to hear people's reactions off of it. Like, I wanted to see that. Like, bro, Chrissy, can you please just interfere and, like, try to break this up? Why did the teacher gotta get involved? Like, you could literally told Daniel to go sit in that spot right over there, honestly. But instead, you just stand there watching the climax happen. And the other characters, too. You got Prince Wednesday, the owl, and the kitty cat. They're watching it go down, too. Why did anyone else stop it? Why did the teacher have to stop it? This is ridiculous. Look at Miss Elena's face. Like, she's so shocked that Daniel is gonna push her over a seat, and that's crazy, bro, crazy.
feline felony and tells him it's not okay to hurt people. Where have I seen this before?
Right.
It's not okay to hurt someone.
Yep. We're up into song. Here we go. We're like 5 minutes in, and the song part just breaks in. I didn't think about this.
Oh, god damn it, not this stupid song again. How
Right,
many times on
exactly.
the show had to learn this tacky tune just to keep Daniel from mauling every kid who crosses his sociopath? Daniel tries to tattle on Miss Elena like the little snitch he is. He says,
Nah, seriously, what did she did to you? Now I want to know what the outcome is, actually. Well, I'm gonna beg to differ, because this adult teacher ain't done nothing on here but took... Wait, hold on, let me pause this Let me unpause this real quick. I'm gonna pause my thoughts here.
Miss Elena stole his seat, even though she clearly got there first. Daniel says he just wants to
Is this
sit by
teacher on
Chrissy so
Daniel's
they
side? I
can
swear, this ain't nothing.
even though they were just playing 2 minutes ago. Daniel gets so worked up that he tries to lunge at Miss Elena from across the room. What?
Oh, okay, never mind. Now you're getting involved. Look at you. Miss Elena, no, he ain't gonna do spit.
What the hell was he trying to do there? Choke her to death with a force? Daniel stops himself at the last second and pats himself on the back for not committing a hate crime. Miss Elena comes up with a solution by moving the empty chair so they can both sit next to Chrissy. Gee,
Wait a second.
I never would have thought of that. Instead of moving this free chair to the open spot next to Chrissy. Also, after what Chrissy
Wait
just
a
witnessed,
second,
I don't
wait
think
a
she'll want to
second.
sit next to Daniel anytime soon. The class decides to play a game of free...
Wait a second. You mean to tell me that... You know what? No, I'm going back to my thoughts on this teacher right here. But this teacher is no help to this series whatsoever. I'm saying it right now because ain't no way you're gonna let a snitching little snob tiger baby to
snitch on your friend because of damn lunch. And oh my god, look guys, he actually sat next to Chrissy. Because why? Daniel was a little bitch. And then you gotta get the adults in this whole situation. Where were these other three characters when this was going down? Why did they not get involved? We don't need the teacher because she's an adult. These are kids. Kids. We always had these problems as kids. No. She got no right to do it because she's on Daniel's side, obviously. She's on Daniel's side. I swear to God, she's on Daniel's side. Because this ain't no way. When Daniel has beef with Miss Elena, the teacher's on Daniel's side. So she's racist against her own race. And it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Like, Miss Elena deserves better. This,
He stands, and Daniel ends up moving to the opposite side of the circle, which
What?
to Chrissy.
I'm
Also,
sorry.
after what Chrissy just witnessed, I don't think she'll want to sit next to Daniel anytime soon.
No, she
the class
doesn't.
decides to play a game of freeze dance, and Daniel ends up moving to the opposite.
Oh my god, dude. So you mean to tell me this? Pull this episode from the network. Pull this episode from the network. What does this teach us? It teaches us nothing. It's so ridiculous.
Side of the circle, which completely defeats the whole point of him trying to sit next to Chrissy in the first place. The class then heads outside, and Daniel gets into another scrap. This time
Jesus, here we go again.
with Prince Wednesday over the bouncy ball. The prince raises his fist at Daniel, but stops
Hold on a second.
of him trying to sit next to Chrissy in the first place. The class then heads outside, and Daniel gets into another scrap. This time with Prince Wednesday over the bouncy ball. The prince raises his fist at Daniel.
Yep, where did I seen this before? Where did I seen, aside from Arthur, but, oh man, I didn't think my man Prince Wednesday woke up and chose violence. Should at least did something to him, but that's nice.
But stops himself from giving the terrible tiger exactly what he deserves. Damn. Maybe next time. Let's review. Daniel Tiger spent the whole episode yelling at Miss Elena because she kept him from talking to his crush. He tried to usurp her role as a waiter and then threatened to push her out of her seat just so he could be closer to a girl who probably wants nothing to do with him. He only managed to calm down after singing his stupid little song. When he finally did get to sit next to Chrissy,
Which is fucking stupid, I swear to God. That teacher ain't no help at all. I don't care what anyone says in the damn comment section. I swear, look at his face. Look at his face. Look at Chrissy's face. Look at Miss Elena's face. That teacher, I'm onto her. I'm onto that teacher. That's messed up. That is totally messed up. She's just allowing this to happen. She's like Caillou's mom. She's basically letting all this brat do his little thing. This teacher is a racist against her own race. Ain't no way you can do this to Miss Elena. This is the second time she done this to Miss Elena. Second time. And y'all on the teacher's side because of this? Because she's the adult here? No. I would... Why she gotta be on Daniel's side? For what though? For what? Y'all on her side. Some of y'all at least are. Forget that she's an adult. Miss Elena deserves just... Oh my god. She's on defense. For what though? For what? She's on defense. She's on the defense, man. She's on the defense. This teacher here. Man, I can't believe this. That she got the favorites and she knew how Daniel Tiger is. But you know what? It's crazy. And look, Miss Elena's dad is the exact same thing. God, just saying, remember that music shop episode? It's ridiculous. This teacher, she needs to get pulled. Okay, anyway, let's continue on. I just wanna point that out there.
he spent the entire circle time trying to move as far away from her as possible, which makes all his bitching and moaning look that much more pointless. Daniel Tiger was such a bad influence on his peers that his other friends tried to take a swing at him, though unlike
I think Prince Wednesday should.
before, this would actually be justified.
No, seriously, I think Prince Wednesday should have done it, honestly. he should have done it, you know, for justice for Miss Elena and everyone else in that part. But you know what? It's okay. The show's characters, it's amazing.
But that's still not as bad as the time Daniel ruined Miss Elena's painting.
Up for something crispy?
Nope.
A little chocolatey?
Yeah.
And a lot of peanut buttery?
What the hell?
Oh, do we have the snack for you? Rice Krispies Treats chocolatey peanut butter.
Mmm.
Daniel's class is painting life-size portraits of themselves, and it looks like the cops are still trying to solve
What the heck?
I have to start getting water here.
Mhm.
I'll give you a minute.
Alright. Oh my god. Look at this. I know what it is, actually, but this is not how you open up the... This is... Okay, I'm sorry. I just find it funny. This is how we start out the episode? Really? This was like a crime scene. Okay, so basically they're drawing portraits of themselves. You know, like, how, like, we used to, like, spread out on the ground and people, like, trace, like, with the pencils all over, like, outside our bodies and stuff. So, yeah, pretty much that's what it is. Or, like, a hand paint where people would, like, trace our hands, or we would trace our hands with a pencil. So, yeah, so what this teacher is doing, you know, the teacher that's on defense, by the way, she is tracing Miss Elena's body. And this is the first thing I freaking see in the video. This is a lot of questions waiting to be answered. No, you don't go down on the face first. You go down with your head first, yes.
Miss Elena's murder.
Oh,
I'll give you one guess who the
whoa. Her what?
who the culprit is. The teacher. I'm Daniel ruined Miss Elena's painting. Daniel's class is painting life-size portraits of themselves, and it looks like the cops are still trying to solve Miss Elena's murder.
Oh.
I'll give you...
Yep, he's guilty. Why are we watching Daniel Tiger? Because he's a brat, he's an idiot, he's a racist. It's just so fun to watch. You gotta watch the videos to understand the backlash that Daniel Tiger is having on America and society. You just gotta watch the videos, my friend, to understand what's happening. Because tonight we're seeing the racist side of this kid brat, which I still say pull from a goddamn number, please, PBS. Do me a favor. Caillou, Curious George is the best show ever. I mean, Curious George is pretty good. Caillou, Buddy, this is Caillou number 2. You're looking at Caillou number 2, Tuxedo Chuck. Caillou got pulled from the network because of backlash. Caillou number 2, he's staring right at your face. Look at him. He's saying hey to you. Now get off the network, please. But that's debatable, though. I gotta admit that is kind of debatable. I mean, I grew up on Caillou. Don't get me wrong, but you know. Anyway, let's stop looking at this face. Let's get tired looking at this dumb kid.
One guess who the culprit is.
Right.
The teacher traces outlines of Daniel and
Wait, hold on a second.
painting. Daniel's class is painting life-size portraits of themselves, and it looks like the cops are still trying to solve Miss Elena's murder. I'll give you one guess who the culprit is. The teacher traces outlines of...
Oh, well, oh, yeah, I think her face was down. You could tell how the, yeah, her face was down. You're right. Okay, never mind. Jesus, that was weird. Caillou in the best show ever should never be put together. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Rogers is so much better than Daniel. You're right about that. This is just a predecessor or something off of it.
Daniel and Miss Elena, and gives them open jars of paint to color them in. I don't see how this could possibly go wrong. Daniel
Okay, never mind. It was their back first. Never mind. It makes sense.
paints his face to match the president's. He's about to paint his signature sweater, but it looks like Miss Elena is already using the red paint. Instead of asking politely for the paint, Daniel tells her to hand it over. Miss Elena tells him to wait a damn minute, but Daniel hates waiting.
How do you feel when you have to wait?
Bro, can't we not ask these questions? Oh, Jesus Christ, Lord.
Dude, it's been less than a minute. Calm down. Instead of trying to paint any other part of his body, Daniel pesters his friend every 2 seconds to get the red paint from her.
Now? No. Now. No. Now.
Oh,
If you don't shut up, you're gonna have to paint.
she got the black
Instead of trying
energy,
to
y'all.
paint any other part of his body, Daniel pesters his friend every 2 seconds to get the red
Black
paint from
energy,
her.
love her.
Now? No. Now. No. Now.
If you don't shut up, you're gonna have to paint your eyes black and blue. Miss Elena finally finishes with the red, but accidentally drops it on Daniel's portrait. Daniel yells at her for ruining his painting, even though his shoes are also red. So I don't know what he's bitching about. Miss Elena
So
apologizes
stupid.
for dropping the paint, but Daniel is so mad. The cranky klutz accidentally tears Miss Elena's portrait with his giant feet, which ends up pushing her over the edge.
Oh yeah, it's about time. It's about time, ladies and gentlemen. About time my girl gets some revenge back. Alright, Miss Elena, you already know what to do. You got that black belt training. You're a black warrior. You're a black fighter. You already know what it is. Beat the shit out of this man. Beat the shit out of this man. Give her that black power, honey. Get her that black power. I swear to God. It's about this. Exactly. Like, she got the pointing fingers and everything. Come on, girl. Show Daniel Tiger what you're really made of. I would love that it actually happened.
I'm mad at you, Daniel.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why I love Miss Elena. She got that feastsome energy in there. You tell this man no, and then you go tell him, Miss Elena, tell him again.
But Daniel is so mad. The cranky klutz
Good.
accidentally
2
tears Miss
episodes down,
Elena's
Miss
portrait
Elena
with his
understood
giant
his
feet,
assignment.
which ends up
I ain't
pushing
mad
her
at
over
her.
the edge.
I'm mad at
Please, knock him out. Sadly, the teacher puts a stop to the fight before Daniel can get the ass whooping he desperately deserves. Daniel claims he didn't mean to tear Miss Elena's portrait, though he doesn't seem that torn up about it.
Do you think Miss Elena is still my friend?
Buddy.
The ass whooping he desperately deserves.
Let's answer
Daniel claims
this.
he didn't mean to tear Miss Elena's
She
portrait,
got the
though he doesn't
black
seem that
hair.
torn up about it.
Do you think Miss Elena's...
Buddy, I don't even know if Miss Elena still wants to be your friend. I feel like you disrespect Miss Elena so many. You and that damn teacher disrespect Miss Elena so many times, buddy. Like, how do you even process this whole thing? Yeah, y'all frenemies at best now. Like, you just see the look on Miss Elena's face. It's so depressing, so heartbroken. Like, why you do this to her, bro? Why you do this to her? I will never understand that. Why you just do this to her? It's horrible. I'm so sorry to Miss Elena, but hey, fuck that teacher. Fuck that teacher. Fuck that teacher. Whoever that teacher name is, fuck her. Cause ain't no way you're gonna be all concerning and stuff and you playing the defense over a goddamn bitchy tiger. So fuck that teacher. Guess what, y'all? I'm gonna say it right now. This teacher, fuck that teacher. Fuck that teacher. Fucking fuck you too. Yeah. Anyway. All jokes though. They say all jokes, but I still feel like this teacher's on the defense line. Anyway, let's continue on, because I hate to see my girl sad like this. Hey, justice for Miss Elena.
Still my friend?
Daniel, I don't think you two were ever friends.
Oh,
The
right.
teacher says it's normal for friends to be mad at each other and tells them
Oh, come on. You know what? I'm not going to say nothing. I don't know whose side she's on. I don't know whose side she's on, guys. But guess what? She going to get this little pass right now from me.
to hug and make up. I'm
Yeah.
sure that'll keep Daniel from being a jerk in the future. The two
Right,
apologize for
right,
wrecking
right.
each other's paintings and work together to fix them. Daniel realizes the splotch of red actually matches his shoe.
I swear to God, y'all, I'm losing brain cells from this. Why does Daniel always have to... You know what? Let's continue on with the video.
Color, meaning he freaked out at his friend for no good reason.
Exactly.
Daniel finishes his monstrous self-portrait while Miss Elena uses up the rest of the black paint for her hair. Obviously, let's review. Daniel Tiger got impatient with his friend when she wouldn't let him
True.
use the red paint. He pestered her constantly and flipped out when she accidentally spilled the paint on his portrait. He then tried to ruin her painting before realizing she didn't actually mess up his portrait in the first place, which means he had
Stupid.
absolutely no reason to be mad at her. And while any one of these incidents would be bad enough on their own, the fact that Daniel repeatedly targets Miss Elena can only mean
Yeah,
one
as long as
thing.
Lisa
Daniel
brings
Tiger
up-
is
yeah.
a racist. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Oh, wait, did he say it?
To be mad at her. And while any one of these incidents would be bad enough on their own, the fact that Daniel repeatedly targets Miss Elena can only mean one thing. Daniel Tiger is a racist.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If there's a specific cartoon you want me to watch, top-tier patrons can commission a review for my channel. You can also become a channel member to get early access to all my uncensored videos. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Would you be if Francine is a bad Jew? Okay, hold on a second. I'm definitely not playing that one, especially on this stream, because I don't know how many people in here are like about to get triggered for that one. But anyway, would you be she's a bad Jude? You guys want to see more videos like these? Like other videos, like with Arthur and other stuff, you know? That'd be nice. Aside from the Jude part, I gotta need to talk about who? Who the heck is that? Please tell me it's not the damn owl. I hope it's not the damn owl. Oh, I like his little banner. Fuck DW. What did DW did to you, my friend? Well, everything. Oh, look at that. FDW. Shit, damn, that's how we feeling? And, FU Caillou. And, FU... yeah.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
That's 51 minutes. This tablet's not gonna survive that long, man. I was just looking through. But yes, Arthur did made a awful AI video before. I mean, awful
It's
AI
time
movie.
for the moment you've been
Before
waiting
AI
for.
became a thing. And nobody talks about that movie anyway. Like, nobody talks about that little movie anyway. So guess what? Arthur was doing AI before AI became a thing in today's generation, but you didn't hear it from me. So ladies and gentlemen, it is official. Daniel Tiger is a racist. I knew it. Miss Elena deserves so much more justice. And honestly, if there's more Daniel Tiger videos that I stumble upon on, because you know I will stumble upon more on these videos, obviously, because they're so much fun to watch. And hopefully the PBS people, whoever created this show, stop making more of these after they realize they're getting attacked for these ongoing stuff. Hey, but seriously though, praying for PBS. I hope that they do have a bright future in their hands after this whole incident caballos. Can we at least stop making Daniel Tiger a freaking racist? Because it's like, it's ridiculous. Alright, so, yeah, we don't care about the kitty cat anymore. Forget the kitty cat. So that was fun. At least to me that was fun. And there's so many more out there, but I think we got a point across with that one. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, hey, look at that, Constant Cheese Entertainment. Huh, sounds like an interesting name. Don't know who that guy is, but pretty cool. Top channels that this person watch, which again, it's pretty cool. Whoever this guy is. I don't know. I do not know. Hope he's up to big things. I don't know who Constant Cheese is. Whoever he is, he sounds like a nice dude. Oh look, TJ's video. I still gotta watch the rest of it actually. But speaking of which, of dead retails, actually, I do want to come on here. Real to real. Hey man, look, Deshaun, if you have any further updates where he's at, dude, you're supposed to be our guy to know where he was. Then, I mean, shoot, let us know. You're supposed to get us the whereabouts about this man. Thought you said you got some contacts with him. Or did you have contacts with him? Alright. So, let's talk about another thing here actually on the stream tonight. And that is the Slidell location. So,
as previously mentioned in the streams, I have mentioned that I'll be taking a trip to Slidell very, very soon to actually look at the location nowadays and see what the current status of the building looks like after 5 years later. Now, I have talked to Jay or Jay Bird. We had talked. Yes, current status of the building. You know, basically taking an hour trip to the building and seeing what it looks like. Because as far as I'm aware, that's the only abandoned location that probably still there today and probably has not been touched for anything, at least from my understanding, at least for it that I know of for Slidell. I talked to Jay or Jay Bird, who was on the chat a couple nights ago. We had talked. We are planning to meet up there at the location since he lives like 2 hours away. So he basically lives like in Mississippi in Jackson. And he said he's free anytime. So that'd be pretty cool seeing him on the blog, and we'll just go out there. There's also another surprise that he'll be doing too, which you'll probably will see very, very soon on the blog. I'm not going to really say what it is or what's going to happen, even though my thing is if the plan goes well and after the blog is finished and stuff, I might tease a little photo saying something about it. But we've been planning on meeting up for a very, very long time. We just never had a chance to really meet up as talked about. There was plans to meet up in New Orleans around 2022, and that didn't went through because something came up on his end, and that was at the New Orleans store when the 3-stage was still there, and I went during Christmas Eve to go check out the 3-stage for the first and I guess the last time in such over years as a young kid. And he was supposed to come, but something came up and that didn't happen. So that's the plan. It's going to Slidell, seeing what the store looks like. Of course, as you guys know, I do have Faith, of course, tagging along with me. We have been talking about it for a minute, and that's gonna be fun. It is. Marrero is like 4 hours away from where we're at, and it doesn't make sense to take a 4-hour day trip there and then expect us to take a 4-hour trip back. I know there's fans. Fans went out to Marrero because Marrero was a franchise and they abducted us and stuff. The backdrop, the Studio C backdrop, is now at a private collector's fan that lives in Texas, along with some other Studio C stuff. But there was talks at one point of me going to Marrero because I was like visiting different locations or wanted to go visit locations, and then there was Marrero, but I seen that Marrero was like 4 hours away, and I'm like, it wouldn't make sense to take a 4-hour trip there and then expect to come back. And I'd rather go to like a place that, like, if I had family nearby or whatever, and they're like an hour away or so, I'll just go over there. So yeah, it was possible too, yeah. But again, that's a 4-hour trip, so that's pretty much like a whole day type trip to another thing as well. Would be nice, but I don't think it's worth it taking a 4-hour trip there and then take a 4-hour trip back. No one would be like extremely tired and stuff. Not to mention the hotel room would be pretty nice too, but according to Faith, she would go like on those types of trips and stuff. I don't know why, but it's like, hey, you know what? I mean, shit, I'm down for it as long as like we get the money right situated. We pay half and half. It'd be like a one nice little trip. I mean, I'll be totally down for it. But according to her, it's like she does not want to go like on no certain like trips, and it's like, well, okay, cool. I was totally, I was totally talking to you about talking with you. Hopefully, was going to talk to you about going to Smitty's at one point. We'll take a trip out there and stuff. But now you're like, oh no, you will never go on those types of trips and stuff. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go find somebody else that really wants to go do it and willing enough to like have that much fun with me. So cool. It's like whatever at this point, you know. Yeah, 4 to 5 hours, yeah. But I think with Seidel, it's like an hour trip, so that'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty really good to go out. So I told Jay yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna look around to like October, until like the weather gets cool, cause like it's extremely hot, like extremely hot. It's crazy here, like it's so crazy. But I think like October is where we're gonna try to set the trip, give or take. Really all depends. Um, but I just want to see the current updates of the store. I've not been to that store before, but I want to see what's really left. I know a lot of stuff has been taken by private collectors, and the artwork has been sent back supposedly to SPT and Slidell. Supposedly parts went to Metairie before their unfortunate closure and their relocation to their newest location, which I'm actually trying to think about how I'm gonna do the Mary situation, because I was informed earlier today, that our good pal Liam got confronted by a family member when he was recording the Spokane, Washington video, and I was on the phone with Dookie, and he was mentioning about how Liam got confronted in the video, and I watched a bit of the video yesterday. I didn't get to that part, and I noticed it got edited out when I was watching the video itself. So as for like Metairie, I'm gonna try to see, because I know Metairie is like a busy store. But I'm gonna try my best. Like Houma wise, I can easily do, cause like it's right there and whatever. But for Metairie wise, I'm gonna see. And I want to try to take another trip back to New Orleans, go like check against a few updates. As far as I know with Houma, they did not get rid of their camera, and they did not get rid of their little like lighting thing by the show. No, by the game room. Oh yeah, Leon got confronted by a guy as one for Corey's family. Poor Duke can't even give. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh, speaking of which, you Dookie, look at you. So that's amazing. I was just talking about the Leon thing. I was like, props to him for doing what he can and stuff. But at the same time, it's like it's a risky thing too. Like it's really It's really risky to like record, like because a lot of families do not like when their children or themselves being on camera recorded, and that's why I don't like when I go back and film like different locations, because it's like you just never know what this family or families would say about it. And I get it, you're doing it for the content and everything, that's understandable, but it's not really like with like content creators in general. It's really what content creators like in general. You see the Twitch streamers, the live streamers, they go into like these public places and they record, they film everything. Like I get at the end of the day, you're making content, you're making money off of it, but at the same time, they got like people who do not like to show their face on camera, and they rather stay like private off the camera. And again, I feel sorry for Liam for like going through that whole entire mess, and just like getting confronted by a dude because his family was showing on camera. And I know it's kind of hard too, and like I can tell like immediately when he like in the game room and there's like people around in the game room, it's hard to get those games of what he's talking about and other stuff without having like putting down his camera, because his families are like right there. And I get it at the same time, I really do get it, but I do feel sorry about that. So what happened was in his Spokane, Washington video, he was in the game room, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where he was when this happened in the store. A guy confronted him because Liam supposedly, he didn't do this on purpose, by the way, too. So keep in mind, he didn't get this on purpose, but he recorded his family in the video, and the dude noticed it, on camera, like he had the camera and stuff. So he went up to Liam, like confronted him, and Liam could not even say like one single word about anything. Like he didn't even explain himself, saying why he was doing it or why he was filming and stuff. So that literally what happened was that Liam got confronted by a guy for it. Again, it's sad. It really is, and I do feel sorry for him that he has to go through that whole entire mess. But at the same time, again, props to him because he goes to these locations, he gets great documentations and stuff. And that's one thing that really just gets me like, every time I want to go film a store tour or whatever, I have to be careful because you got families around. And again, not everybody wants to be shown on camera. Not everybody is a camera person. That's why I try to be mindful with that, especially when I was talking to the store at one point. Like with store tours and stuff, they say it's okay to film, but just be careful because a lot of families and cast members, they do not like to be filmed. They do not like to be like look at, I mean, on camera or whatever. So that's like, that's just me. It's like, hey, I'm gonna tell them like, hey, look, I'm gonna come film this thing for a vlog, whatever. It's okay with you guys if we come. I remember I did that one time with Metairie. I talked to the manager at Metairie. This is like around 4th of July last year. Yeah, what's the last year? Yeah, last year I went over there for the 4th of July, July 3rd actually, and I talked to the manager and they said it was okay for me to like come film whatever, like as long as like like catch families or nothing. I never went the next day, and I regretted that decision so much. But I never went the next day. But I definitely like if I actually pull the risk of going to Metairie. I'm gonna talk, like maybe call the manager on the phone and might do it on a live stream. I don't know yet, but and just talk to them saying, is it okay that we can come and film or I can come and film this video? Do I have your guys' permission? Again, not every store is going to say yes because there are stores that are going to say no and you cannot record. For example, Chris Ballard, when he was out in California, he got kicked out by 3 California stores because of their filming policy, which is understandable too because the Arcade Craniac stuff that was going on during that time, and then those type of locations, they don't let you record anything. So of course, it's understandable. But you remember those videos, then you remember those videos. But honestly, I don't know how I feel about Metairie. Like, I want to film. I really do want to film at Metairie, but they be so damn busy and stuff. It's just hard to, like, really get a proper video out of that store. Like, even for a vlog-wise, like, it's just hard to do it without having that troubleness of, like, oh, there's families literally every damn where. And that's the thing is they don't even know the first thing Leo was asked stop recording at the store. First, it happened at Willow last year. It did? It happened at Willow last year for him? I didn't know that. I did not even know that. Oh, okay. Is there a video of it? Or did he, I can't even speak. Did he edit out that part? Or, oh wait, hold on. I think I know what you're talking about. Was it the one, and I'm looking right now too, because I think I know which one you're talking about. Was it the one like towards the end, he was told like they couldn't do like the filming policy? Yeah, that's the one. I remember that video now. I remember. I do remember that now. I remember watching it too. Yeah, I do remember watching that video actually. I don't remember when they were dropped it or what, but I came across a video and he did say that he was told that there was no filming policy over there at Willowdale. Which again, it's weird. It's really weird, honestly. But I again, props to him. Really do. Props to him again for taking these times out and going to these locations and stuff. But again, it is a safety hazard too, and I can understand that. It is, excuse me, it is a safety hazard at the same time.
They say an apple a day
Like,
keeps
you
the
know.
doctor away. But flu vaccines can help too. From apples to immunizations, check it all off your list at Walmart. Get your flu shot where you already shop. Who knew? Walmart. Our new Black
No, they didn't show up, pal. I talked to Tyler, and I told you what he said. He said he may or may not, so no. I mean, I would not be surprised anyway. So look, if I'm aware that she is lurking in the distance, in the grass, in the fields, because they've got like 8 people watching, and it's one of them or both of them, I'm not surprised by it. So Tyler, Taylor, hi, if you're watching, hi. Not aware that if you guys are in there or not, because YouTube doesn't tell me how many people are watching this stream. So Tyler and Taylor, hi, how you doing? Thanks for lurking. So great to see you guys. I kind of wish YouTube tells you how many people are watching the stream, though. It would be so nice.
I've been to a bunch of these places, and this is the...
Okay, here it is. Excuse me. So it says here for clarification, he was told not to leave, but he couldn't do quote unquote TikTok anymore. He didn't think that the lady, well, this come him. I don't think the lady fully understood, but I left anyway. I was disappointed after driving 8 hours, thank you, for this and exaggerated. I still remember this part. Yeah.
first time I've ever been kicked out for filming. So if you come to this store, just know that I guess they're not vlog friendly, but that's a shame. I was really looking forward to this, and yeah, I'm not gonna fight with them. I mean, I don't have the right to record if they don't want me to, but at least I got to see the 2 stage. I got to see the statue.
Woo! I love this man's rant. So beautiful, so amazing. Let's go, Liam. Sorry.
So it counts.
Oh, this was before the Legacy stores happened, huh? Oh, it was 9 months ago. Or was it save? Why does it say Save Northwest 2 stage? This was 9 months ago. What do you mean Save Northwest 2 stage? You mean Save Will those 2 stage? I think that's what he meant. It was 9 months ago. Never mind. This was 9 months ago. It was a totally different time period. My bad. You need to update the show where people you watch live stream. Yeah, exactly like Instagram. Okay, but he put in the quote unquote quotation save Northwest 2 stage. I don't know why he put that. But yeah, I remember that now. I do remember that actually.
I haven't seen either of those in person yet. They also do have the Pasquale's amateur outer brick wall, which they did not have at Northridge. So that's one thing I did get to see today that I have not seen before. Alright guys, well.
You know one thing I love about Liam, for some reason, he always talks so steadfast in almost every part of his videos. He talks really fast in his videos. Like you try to keep up with what the man is saying, but sometimes you get so lost and confused, like, bro, slow down. Hold on a second, buddy. Slow down. I'm trying to listen to everything you're trying to say. Slow down. Slow down. It's like him and Rob. Like him and Rob. They speak so fast, and it's like, can you please slow down for 1 second? Can you slow down? I love them though. I love both of them though. Don't think I'm hating on those guys. I love both of them. But it's just like that fast speed energy, and it's so amazing. It's like the moment you watch the video, it ends, and it's like, what did I learn from this? Like, I love their energy. Keep it up, you two. Keep it up.
I just got kicked out for filming. So I've been to a bunch of these places, and this is the first time I've ever been kicked out for filming. So if you come to this store, just know that I guess they're not vlog friendly, but that's a shame. I was really looking forward to this, and yeah, I'm not gonna fight with them. I mean, I don't have the right to record if they don't want me to. But
so, ladies and gentlemen,
2 stage, I got to see this.
If I ever get told to leave the store at Metairie, then you guys know why. Imagine getting a faster history lesson from Liam and Sir Rob. Whew, right? Can't even imagine sometimes. But they're both great. They're both great at what they do, so, you know, pretty nice, pretty cool. No, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm over the fact what happened, like, a while back, the other day, I think it was last week, you know, with the Isara comment on him deleting my stuff. Was that Party Lights? Yes, it was, sir. It was Party Lights. It just came up in my recognition, actually. So, yeah. or maybe not. Might never get that film of me going to Metairie. Like I'll go, just like order pizza and whatever. But other than that, I don't think I'll like go and like film and stuff. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking like, they're so damn busy. A busy ass store, and it's hard to get them. Really hard to get them. Unless like Taylor comes over here and then unless Taylor convinced me to like go, and then we're like, okay, we'll go and we'll have some fun. Well, let's go have some fun. Are you still sticking by the treatment in West? Yes, I forever will stick by that treatment. This is no hate towards Rob. I love his videos, but again, I am sticking to that treatment. I feel like they were mainly rushed. Some of that one video he said he's kind of working on right now, where his Duke and Pasquale came from. I think he's still on that video. I don't know yet. So yeah, I'm still sticking to that, saying that his videos are very rushed. Obviously. So I will still stick to that, very much so. The real, he did forget to probably mention in the West Orlando. So that's an example. Yeah, he noted that in the comments, which I'm kind of glad he did. I think this was like before or after, I don't know. I'm kind of glad he did though, that he mentioned that little error-ish mistake, which is, good, because I know a lot of people are gonna like get on him for that, obviously. One step on a mistake and somebody's gonna come to your comment section and do something about it. But yeah. But yeah, I'm still on that. About them being Russian stuff. How many percentage on it? 42%. Jesus Christ, 42%. It's amazing. You're about to die soon, tablet. But it's okay. When are you gonna do more updates though? Yeah, the batteries always go down quickly. That's why I really wasn't playing nothing else to go see on the TV. Because I play more, it's gonna go completely dead, and I don't want it to die too. What was I gonna say next? Oh God, I forgot what I was gonna say next. But yeah, I'm still holding on that with Rob. Oops. Alright, dryer's finished. I think the clothes are finished too. Why my Temu notification keeps coming out? I don't want to knock on Temu. You gotta leave the hole alone. So, can we all agree that Country 2 was a really good show tape, and that songs like Girls Wanna Have Fun had no right spots to be in it? I don't know why, I just love Country 2 so much. Which, Country 2 can't even talk right now. Have to jump in now, I'm jumping right back in here. 9. I like Nick's comment in this one talking about this one deserved to have a skit or something, but it could have. But hey, you know, talking about this Middle of the Night was too good to not have a skit, and I agree with that. Middle of the Night didn't need a skit. It was fine just the way it was. But speaking of which, a skit, I actually do have an idea of a brand new skit. Hopefully, I can put it into writing very, very soon because after that one conversation I recently have, I think I'm really about to put into more skits role into the acting thing. I'm just more to like recording off the mic. I'm not really like putting myself on camera out there, but I'm thinking about doing it more. So what we're gonna do is, or what I'm gonna do is for the discussions. So you know. This is going to be a follow-up, by the way. This is going to be a follow-up from the first episode. So, what it's going to be is, after the first episode does its little views and everything, I'm actually going to make a skit of, you know, coming up like, alright guys, so we just had a good run with the talk show and, you know, the season 3 debate. Is actually going good use and everything, but we're now need a discussion. So basically, I'm gonna have like 2 different versions of me, or 3 depending, of me in the room, and you know, the discussion theme is there is literally gonna be no theme for a discussion. No, I was not gonna get a pop quiz on it. Tyler's being Tyler, obviously. There's no pop quiz on it. Maybe, I don't know yet. Maybe. I don't know yet. But that was just Tyler saying that, just because. But the skit is basically is that there's supposed to be an idea for a discussion. And there is no theme for the discussion. So literally the whole point is, part of the skit is figuring out what is the theme for today's discussion, which of course is going to be chosen off by what the next video is going to be, right? So obviously it comes with this funny idea, thank you Doogie, for saying that we should have a part of the line of the script saying, on a Saturday Night Live, I don't know, something with Saturday Night Live, 10,000 Monkeys, and a Saturday Night Live performance in Las Vegas with Tyler and Taylor and Charles as the monkeys are dancing in their tutus while the 3 of them are having matching tuxedos. Don't forget the lotion, tissues, and Vaseline served with the babs. You know, something like that. It's gonna be like a funny. We're gonna include the 10,000 Monkeys in their tutus, ballerinas, doing a high class skit, and you know, that type of stuff. Something funny for the skits. And the 10,000 Monkeys are exactly. It's like, you know, it's like, man, what the hell type of script is this? And like, oh, sorry, sir. That was a private conversation or something. I don't know, something pretty funny. Something to be like pretty funny. Like, oh, I got an idea. All right, what's your idea? How about we have a Saturday Night Live in Las Vegas with 10,000 monkeys in their dancing tutus with Tyler, Taylor, and Charles in matching tuxedos with a, you know, something like crazy. And then I'm gonna pull something crazy like, that's the stupidest idea ever. That's like saying you're having a chicken pageant with a lot of chickens involved, and then you say some reference, some nice legs. What do you think I am? Some weirdo with a weird beak and nose thinking I'm an alien? Wait, what? Like, you know, something like that. I'll figure out with the script and all. I might include Taylor or not. I don't know yet. I might. I don't know. I want to get Taylor in like a good skit, and I feel like this is gonna be the spot for her. I really do, but I don't know yet. I still gotta figure this out or get her involved into something. But we'll see. We will see whenever we will definitely will see what what the script will be about, and you know, we will see. We will definitely will see. Mm. It's just all I can say is it's gonna be like funny, very very funny, or I don't know. Maybe this will be done like after Taylor's interview too, cause yeah, probably after Taylor's interview. I don't know yet. Well, we'll find out. We will definitely find out whenever that time does come. I'm still figuring ideas around about that, about the whole idea with the skit. How can I write the skit? How can this be really funny? How can this be great? You know, and yeah. Having those monkeys in U Street, bands of monkeys that call themselves. Nope, no, 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 we ain't doing that idea. Nope, we're not going there. Nope. I still gotta figure out something because I want to put a skit for like Taylor's interview too. Oh well, I'll figure stuff out whenever that time does come.
For the show, we've kind of given Beach Bear a hard time about the fact that we don't have a theme for the show. It was his responsibility, you know, to come up with one, and so... Yeah. Well, Beach Bear, I'm not getting down on you or anything. I really kind of feel sorry for you.
It's around you.
You don't care. Well, I'll tell you what, everybody. What do you think? Let's do another country song, and while we're doing it, everybody think real hard for a theme for the show. Let's see if we can come up with one. Does that sound okay with you? Yeah. Sounds great. I'm embarrassed. I mean, just anything. I mean, we'll even invite Rolf and Earl to join us in thinking about some theme. Okay, so Fats, what you gonna sing? We need a country song to fill the time, you know.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna sing Well Jackson. Yeah, well to about baby using. Oh, I ain't used up, baby. That's the one. Well now, baby, you're good, and I know what you're looking for. You're looking over every night at the bar. Honey, I know I've got a few years on you, but if you shop it around and say a thing or
Look at him playing the strings.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
This is Buick, now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR on these 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
Okay, folks, step right up. If you ain't been to the sideshow, you ain't been to the circus, dig? So now I want everybody to direct their attention to the center ring, where you'll see the most incredible freaks on earth. Yeah, we got Max, the fastest piano player in the world. And there's Mitzi, the frightening mouse woman. And Coop, the dog born with no brain.
I gotta watch all this and do this again here.
Surfboard creature, can you blink your eyes? I can't stand to look at them. Step inside, hello, we have a most amazing show. We'll enjoy it all, you know. Come inside, come inside. We got moving sharks, supersonic fighting tops. Keep your hand down in the box. Come inside, come inside. Come see the show. Come see the show. Come see the show. Come see the show. And now, step right up, folks, and see Little Egypt do her famous dance of the pyramids. She walks, she talks, she crawls on her belly like a reptile. Just 1 big time of $1/10. Step right up, folks. I went off my silver tip, and I sat down on the very first floor. They pulled the curtains up, and then they turned that spotlight low. Little Egypt came out strutting, wearing nothing but a button and a bow. Singing. Oh, now look at them. Oh, close your eyes, everybody.
One Day Beautiful. We'll get that clear audio out of you.
Call
Jack said he's about to program this show. That was good. That was really good. Still one of my favorites. Hoping one day he'd be out there to the public that clear audio. And would not be surprised if Pizza makes a topic on it very, very soon. Alright, y'all. It's getting that time close to the end. So, and the tab was on 30% too. So, we're going to call it here for a night. It's getting that close time to the ending of the stream. Thank you guys so much. No, it's not clear audio enough. It's got a lot of loud noises in the background. So, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. New premiere Saturday, this Saturday, by the way. But, of course, before we end off the stream, oops. But of course, before we end off the stream, okay, for sure. It is time to play our goodnight song, and I'm not playing Bear in the Big Blue House, but actually, matter of fact, I will play Bear in the Big Blue House. No, don't worry. There's other people that got that audio. So it's a known fact. Like, if he got it, other people got it. So that's how I see it. So they're gonna find a way to release that very soon to the public, because ain't no way all the other stuff got leaked out to the public that fast. So even Aaron still got the show somewhere in his somewhere. So you know Aaron's gonna find a way to make that come to life. So
guarantee you one day, those audios are going to see the light of day. Very unexpected. It's gonna be, I don't know how, but you know. But yeah, it's gatekeeping. Yeah. Like I said, man, it's gonna get released very soon. You just, gotta keep your eyes peeled. I mean, look at the lost other shows that got released to the public for audios, like the other stuff that got released in months. It's gonna come out very soon. They're gonna have this anonymous person gonna release it. Then everyone's gonna hear the actual clear audio of it. Then, boom. But that's the Mafia for you. All right, let's play this.
It's a big match, and only the best will win. Been up here lighting up the sky.
Luna, do you have time to sing a goodbye song before you go?
Always.
Day 3, waiting for Disney to copyright me.
This was really fun.
We hope you liked it too.
Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay.
'Cause we'll see you very soon, I know.
Very soon, I know. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. And tomorrow, just like today.
Right, exactly.
The moon, the bear, and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. Come and play. Come and play. Bye now.
I will keep doing this until YouTube gives me a notification the next day saying that they detected some copyrights. They will do it. They will do it one day, but I don't know when they're going to do it, obviously. And with that being like 1 and 11 minutes, yeah, they're going to find a way to get me. Don't worry, they're coming after me. I already know they are. But anyway, besides that, let's really play the goodnight song.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Baby, I hate to leave you, but I really must say, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Sorry, baby. Take it, beach. I gotta go.
Excuse me. Excuse me again. It's fan to get back on. He's gone. He's history.
There was a time when there was no Looney Birds. Kids hummed quietly to themselves while sitting patiently waiting for dinner to end. But no longer do they have to suffer the slings and errors of a macaroni dinner. I love you so. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I gotta go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. No, really, I gotta go. We hate to leave you, but we really must say good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Alright, y'all. Good night.